Hey, here we are. Everybody's in the stream, it looks like. We're all having a little fun. Let's see, Ruski, you done showed up, man. Good to see you, Ruski. And Masters Maniac Mexico's in the house. And yeah, I hope everybody's sober because we ain't had time to drink yet. Hell, I just got home. So, how's everybody doing? Masters Maniac Mexico says, cool new intro. Well, that shows how much you've been watching the show. That's been my intro here for a couple of weeks now, there, Rolo. Ruski says, I like it. Yeah. I had a longer one that was about 2 minutes long, and I cut that down because it was just a little too long. But look up there at the top of the chat. There's a pinned comment. It's got the StreamYard link in it. If anybody wants to come on, just talk and chat. It's been an interesting week for me, kind of long. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and see everybody. I said, coming on, give me 5. Okay, sure. Take your time, Rolo. I know how things are over there, and you come on whenever you can. But yeah, it's been a kind of long week for me. Got to work tomorrow. Got Thanksgiving party with the club, my motorcycle club, coming up on Sunday. So I'm not going to be doing a Sunday hangout. So I thought I'd do something special. But maybe not so special. I think Friday's going to be an open night from now on, open mic. When I get home from work, I'll just pop on and we'll just talk about whatever the hell we want to. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm kind of waiting to see if some more folks will show up. Ruski, you're more than happy, welcome to come on if you want to as well. I know you've been working real hard this week, streaming every day, and I'm proud of you. And I'd love to have you come on and talk about how things have been going. I've got some stuff on order that I'm waiting for. I've got some stickers for my new battle ram that I purchased. I'll put it on the screen just for a second so you guys can see it. Very proud of that battle ram. There we go. There's that battle ram that I was talking about. It needs a little wash. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And it needs some new stickers. It just does. I know the stickers on the Sky Sled part look pretty good on the camera, but they need to come off and some new ones need to come on. So that's what I'm waiting on there. But that's kind of what's been going on here. Work's been tough this week. The beginning of the week, I had to work 12-hour shift on Monday. Thought I was going to have to work a 12-hour shift on Tuesday. Found out I didn't. Yay! And then I found out that I got to work tomorrow. There's Ruski right there. I'm gonna bring. Oh, Rolo.
There's hey,
Rolo.
My friend.
What's happening, Rolo?
Hey.
You doing all right, man? How's your everything been going with you? I saw y'all the other night on the toy screen with Resurrection Toys.
Right now it's a pretty stressy, my friend, because I'm moving to the hospice, as you know, this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm packing up for many days. I cannot move like I did the years before. No, just 2 days and everything is packed up. I'm too weak for that. So I'm doing bit by bit, and hopefully tomorrow I get a little bit help to get all the things packed up and everything is okay.
Are you gonna have some movers come in and give you a hand?
Yes, on Monday 8 o'clock the movers are coming. I don't need to move any of the heavy things. They're also from the foundation, which means that they pretty much also line up the furniture in the new place. So I don't need to be worried about that. And I couldn't, to be honest. Today I just tried to bring down some of the trash that always appears when you think you're living in a clean house, but when you move, you see that You don't. You don't. You don't. You live in a mess. You live in a mess, man.
Hell yeah, man. That's
At least
absolutely
for
true.
me. At least for me. At least for me. Know what appears behind the sofas and so forth. No.
Yeah,
So I tried to bring
it
that
can be.
down, and I was a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
more
bet.
happy than anything to see that Bill has an open talk tonight. And I said, no, I have to be on. There were so many things happening last week there. I have to give my opinion about them, at least
Uh,
because I'm not going to be online for a while.
yeah.
I will not have internet. So at least they will install new. And so I'm going to take the chance. I'm full in on your Friday open mic, man. I'm full in.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that, Rolo, because we love being able to chat and just talk and sometimes it's hard to do a weekly show and get it up every freaking Sunday when you got other obligations and
The
you
brothers are
rode with a
calling for
motorcycle club
church,
before and
no?
you know when the motorcycle. Yeah, well,
Yes, I know that.
if they call for church, you're going to church, Jack. It
Yeah,
don't
I
matter
know
what's
that. I
going
know
on.
the brothers are
And this,
calling for church on Sundays. I know that.
yeah, yeah. So, and you know, unlike some of the more prestigious clubs, let's just say, uh, we don't do church every week, and we don't do Wednesday prayer meeting either. But we
Right,
do have a once or twice a month church, and then we have
right.
mandatory get-togethers like this Thanksgiving Day party is a pretty much mandatory, and we're going to have church that day as well because it's officer election time. So I can't miss that. You know that. Cannot.
I know that. I know that, and you always see me grinding on Jim's channel, but I always get shut up just in the same minute I open my mouth.
Yeah, well, what we have to learn is we have to learn how to speak and then stop speaking and let the other person speak. And when they're finished speaking, then we start back speaking again. I have the hell of a problem doing that, Rolo. I
Me
tend to
too.
overtalk people, and I don't mean to.
No, neither of us, but we're talkative. Let's say that in our favor, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So, are you going to be able to get all of your toys there into the new place, or are you going to have to put them in storage, or what's going on with that? I'm
Yeah, well,
curious.
I can tell you, it's way smaller than this, but it's very intelligently planned. And you know that I'm a man without compromises. I'm going to live there alone, so I will not make compromise and fill up the full 45 square meters. And if necessary, I'm going to the rooftop though.
Okay, all right. So
My goal
we're
is
gonna.
I will try to get
So
another mural done.
what you're telling me is that that when you finally do get settled in there and get the internet going, and we finally see you back on the streams again, there will be
Yeah.
some toys there with you, right?
But there is no Rollo without cut or without toys. No, not existing, not inexistent, inexistent.
That's right. That's right. So, are you gonna still try to do a little bit of artsy, crafty kind of stuff like you were doing before on the Masters Maniac Mexico channel on YouTube?
Yeah,
When
look,
you
right now there's a little bit of a rough time waiting for me. I mean, they don't give me entrance into a hospice because the things are beautiful, right? These are places supposed to be for people
yeah,
that
all
they
right,
don't worry about nothing anymore and have a calm time, no? So I'm going to a hospital
right.
on the 22nd of November, which would be Tuesday, which will be a very, very
Mhm.
important date for the rest of the month. Literally, Bill, we're talking on this day if I will see Christmas at home or not. And I'm praying just like you do that that God didn't give me that place just for a joke. It was so hard to find it. Now I have it, and I cannot believe that He just gave me that that I move in on the 21st just to move out on the 22nd, and not to come back from the clinic, right? So I hope they are saying me
Right.
something in my favor.
I'm sure. I'm sure that it's all going to work out well for you there, Rolo. And like I said, uh, you're in my prayers. I put you on the prayer list at the church. I don't know if that means anything or not, but to me it does.
For me, it
Maybe.
means a ton. For me, it
Uh,
means a ton.
so I'm sure. Like I've always said, everything is that happens goes according to the Lord's plan, and all we can do is just try to make sure that we're staying true to it. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, but I have pretty much confidence that it's going to be good, and that we'll have you for a little while longer, at least, if not a good long while. I hope.
So if so, and I'm back, I will try that. Not only I will try that, as Resurrection Choice made it a little bit as of an obligation for me, which with a new Twitch channel, and
Mhm.
I love it, Bill. You know me good enough to know that I cannot just sit around and wait till the wall falls on my head or anything like that. I and my professional career was extremely active, so not doing nothing is not an option for me. As long as I'm body wise able and sitting down doing some puzzles, some sculpting, some resin mixing, some chemical magic, well, I can do that even in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, exactly. And are you going to have to be in a wheelchair
No,
since you
right
brought
now
that up?
I'm losing a lot of mobility. The advantage of the new home is exactly that. I will receive some therapeutical help there as well, in order to prevent the downfall a little bit. No, but
Yeah.
yeah, recently I had a lot of infections, and this cost a lot of mobility as the muscle mass just went down. No, and yeah,
Yeah.
this how our things are going. But I'm a reticent little asshole. I'm not willing to give up. Uh, with
Yeah.
my history, no, I still love making my jokes with the devil, right? And saying after what I've been through, this guy probably has a shit full of fear the day that I die, because when I come down, he knows he's in troubles. So he
Well,
probably
you
wants to
know, you know,
prevent that, and is in a
I
permanent
know, I know,
discussion with his
I
brother.
know all that's a joke. Look, I know all that's a joke, but listen to me. I don't think you're going to go down, brother. I think you're going to go up.
So I
I'm
think he's
just
in a
saying.
permanent discussion with his brother every Friday at their meeting, and saying what we're going to do. I'm not going to take him. I'm not going to take him neither. So just let him run another week.
Well, as long as they're both fighting like that, then you get to stay here, right?
Yeah, pretty much that's the state of art right now. I have the feeling.
All right. All right. Well, that, that sounds good to me. It sounds better than any of the alternatives. Boba Hicks is in the house. Thanks, Boba Hicks, for showing up. I
Hey,
don't
Boba.
expect a whole lot of people to be here. Nobody expects me on a Friday, and I didn't give a whole lot of notice. I about 10 minutes notice, but I did take time to make a thumbnail this time, which is not
Yeah.
something I didn't do the last couple of times. I think I did these surprise streams.
So you see, they're gonna come. For a lot of them, it's still pretty early in the day,
Yeah, and a lot of
and
them still at work. I'm pretty sure because I
yeah,
get home a lot earlier than they do, and I came and I washed my nasty butt because I had to get work off my ass. And
and if it comes to our grindhead, he's partying off with a couple of friends from outer city this weekend. So we
okay,
won't.
well, I tagged him. I tagged him in the community post that I put up, but I didn't expect him to show up either because
No.
everybody's got a life. Even though
Yeah.
I never have figured out what that is. Somebody told me one time that it was a magazine, and somebody else said it was a freaking a board game. And then somebody else told me that life was a freaking cereal. So I don't know which of the three it is, but I don't have any of them.
It's a mixture between the three of them. It's good if you have the all of them.
Right. So I don't have a life beyond going to work and coming back home and playing with my freaking toys. And sometimes I hang out with my brothers in the motorcycle club. But other than that, I understand other people got obligations, things that they got to do. And
Yeah.
just because I hop on a damn stream doesn't mean they all have to come a running. But uh,
I
like I
think
said,
that's the life, my friend. I think we lost a little bit of the humbleness that
yeah,
humanity had.
I got some Christmas decorations. I got some Christmas decorations up there. The little tree is got the little lights shining on it back there. Paula came in the other night and she brought the little Christmas tree in here, and she put little tiny miniature toys all underneath the tree. So it's got toys underneath it as well. And some of those toys are some of the toys that you sent me in my little care package the other day, Rolo.
All
So
right, there's another one
that
coming for Christmas, my friend. There's still stuff missing.
is there. Okay, well, I'll be on the
It
lookout for
is.
that.
It is. Especially as you know that we are very close to the release of the Kraken. And I did promise you one of the prototypes. I claimed it weeks ago. So we will get our prototypes, you and me. And yeah,
Okay.
this is next to a lot of stuff that still appeared here and that you told me that you wanted to have, just like the treasure chest and
Yes.
stuff like this. I just
Yeah.
gonna send it to you and a couple of surprises. Just always, just like always. Well, no.
Surprises are great, man. And like I said, Christmas is a wonderful time of year. It used to be a lot more wonderful around here when my daughter was little, but the last couple of years it's been kind of a downer.
Oh yeah.
The lockdowns and the coofs made it even worse than that.
Oh
So
yeah.
maybe this year will be a better year. I'm hoping for Christmas anyway.
Me too. I'm a great Christmas fanatic. I always was. And this is
Hmm.
even in my worst times. This is the only time of the year where you always get me to do reasonable things and really being presenting me from the more softer side of the life. Because yes,
Yeah.
this Christmas vibe is reaching out to me. It's every year the same. And I have to confess, since I live in the foreign, it's more than that. Christmas is very special to me.
Well, speaking of which, now we know what a traditional European Christmas is like, and I'm sure that it's not that much different in Germany. But what's a Christmas like in Mexico?
Oh, it's way different, my friend. It's way different. First of all, you have to point out that people don't stop to work. It's not just like in Western countries where most of the business is going to be closed down in the holiday season or anything like this. Here, it's business as usual. And well, it's still more or less a mixture between the traditional Aztec calendar, where Christmas does say absolutely nothing, but a couple of days in December and January, a lot. And
Mhm.
Catholic rites that the Spanish brought with them that are also very present. On the 24th, we're starting at 12 o'clock in the night with the whole family eating romeritos, which is fish. And
Mhm.
that is the opening of Christmas. The family day is the 25th, where you're usually going to travel to the eldest family member, and there
Mhm.
you have a party that usually lasts 2 to 3 days and has, if you have a small family, between 150 to 500 people. That's Christmas in Mexico. It's not calm at all. It's a party. Right.
And is in the house, and Boba Hicks's wife put their tree up last week. Traditionally, here where I live, and in my household, even the main tree, usually doesn't go up until the day after Thanksgiving. And I've got some friends of mine who say that the reason it's so damn cold here right now is because people have been putting their trees up too early, and it's brought the cold weather in. I don't know if that's true or not, but right now it seems that way. I'm just going by empirical evidence here. Uh, so yeah, my wife brought the little tree in here because she thought that it needed to be a little more festive here in the junk room at Christmas time. So that's why that's here. Now going back to Christmas in Mexico, um, I know that in England and possibly in the European countries that either it's the 24th or the 26th, they have what's called Boxing Day. And
Yeah,
that's the day that you actually exchange gifts, boxes. Okay. You
yeah,
give each other boxes. Here in the United States, of course, we get up early on Christmas morning, and that's our Boxing Day right there on the 25th itself. But do they have a Boxing Day for the people in Mexico that do celebrate Christmas?
yeah. Well, as I say, they don't have any of these traditions. It's just the 25th that the family comes together, and usually the family stays together 2 to 3 days. For this
Mm-hmm.
event, usually they rent a house and
Mm-hmm.
as a big place. That's very common, and they come
Okay.
together there. So all the 3 days will be like dancing, eating, playing party games. It is more like a little bit more like a summer or spring break than Christmas in Europe. And they don't
Mm-hmm.
have this deep Christian connection and this ritualized behavior that we do have. But of course, I did establish in the meantime things like Boxing Days within my family and within my reach, and they do love it. So they never knew it. I brought it to here, and they like it a lot. So in the meantime, it's a part at least of the traditions that we do here. Yeah, it's the 26th.
Yeah, Bowie Hicks 26th is Boxing Day in the UK. It's called St. Stephen's Day here in Ireland. Okay. And now Adam's in the house. He just woke up. Uh,
That's cool.
Adam, if you look at the top of the chat, there's a pinned link if you want to hop on, man. You're more than welcome. And that goes for anybody that's here in the chat today. Just because you don't have an active YouTube channel, that doesn't mean that you can't click that StreamYard link and hop on.
No.
And that goes for those of you who might be watching on Twitch. I have no idea who you are or whether there's actually anyone over there watching me, but I am dual streaming on Twitch just for the freaking hell of it. That's what I've been doing with my streams for
No,
the last.
Bill, I was on Twitch when you started streaming. This is how I got the notification. Twitch told me that. Twitch told me that
That's
you're
interesting.
online.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just
Twitch is a little better than YouTube is. YouTube's broken as far as I'm concerned. It's just I
it's
don't know.
partisan. It's not broken. It's partisan. That's
Well,
that's that's
that
different.
that brings up a point that I've been meaning to make to my dear listeners and watchers. Uh, if you'll go over to my channel's page on YouTube, there's a community tab over there that I've been trying to use to promote what I'm doing and let you know what's going on in my life
Yeah,
to those of you who watch this channel.
yeah.
I don't know that YouTube is even putting that on the news feed or not. It may or may not be, but it may not be in your news feed.
Yeah, yeah,
The fact,
they do, but usually they do they do like 2 or 3 days later, but they
yeah,
do.
so it doesn't mean anything at that point. So what that means is what you have to do is what I do with the channels that I care about, like Grindhead Jim and Toy Paloy or whoever
Oh,
that I
I
really
love
care
Toy
about.
Poloi. I
Yeah,
love it.
I run to their channels page while I'm looking for stuff to watch on YouTube, and
Yeah,
I scroll over to their community tab and I just look through and see what they posted that day
yeah.
because it doesn't hit the damn news feed half the time, or if it does, it hits the news feed 4 or 5 days later when it doesn't make any damn difference. So,
Yes.
and Bo Hicks said he saw my community post on his YouTube feed. Well, I'm glad you did, and I don't know, Rolo, if you've been paying attention or not, but earlier today I saw where oh God, I can't think of the guy's name now. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Galaxy, yeah, that's him. Toy Galaxy. Toy Galaxy posted a new show today about the never ending story,
Oh, it's from
and
yesterday already.
yes, and and it was very interesting,
Yeah.
the title of that, and I couldn't help but to answer him back on that. So if you look at my community tab, you'll see that the a dead franchise, question mark, the story of the never ending story on his Secret Galaxy page. And so what I said back was, let's just see, shall we? Stay tuned to Resurrection Toys. And I
Basically, what
have.
he was talking about yesterday on it, I saw it. It's very interesting,
Mhm.
and it wraps up the situation very good, and it basically explains why we got the chance to do what we did. It explains that because it's a very
Okay.
niche
Well,
thing,
I've got to
and
watch that. I'm going to watch that tonight. I haven't had a chance to watch it because,
all
like I
right,
said,
so
I got home
I
from
will
work.
not spoiler that, but
Yeah,
it's a
don't
very
spoil it
good
for me
it's a
because,
very good
like I said, I
thing,
got home from
and this
work.
is
I
pretty
washed
much
my
wrap
ass
up the
and got online.
situation how it is, and it shows exactly why there is no new TV show or movie, but why we can do the toys. It explains it very well.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good. Jim Largo just hopped in the house. Good to see you there, Jim. I know you weren't expecting me.
told
Uh,
you they will come.
yeah, yeah, they're slowly starting to come in. Now I can't stay on for very long because as soon as my wife gets home, I've got to hop back off. But and I know Adam's got a stream going on tonight, so over at Radical Toys, everybody hop over there and check out his stream tonight. He does a regular Friday night stream. So Adam, if you're still in the chat, um, just let us know. And of course, Largo says no one expects
The
the
Spanish
Spanish Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Yeah, yeah. That History of the World Part One, and there was never a Part Two. There didn't have to be. I like that movie.
Bill, but you
So
call
have
it
you
an
been
open
have
mic,
you been watching?
and if you say
Yeah, it's
that you're going to not to be able to be on that long, I will pretty much very quickly drop the discussion point that I'm here for, because I wanted to drop that out to my community here. I knew I will find my friends here, and I want your opinion. And I want your open opinion about a topic that this week really moved me a lot, not in a very positive way. And I just want your opinion about that. I watched Wenka Forever. Ah, no, it was Wakanda Forever. Entschuldigung. Sorry, sorry,
Oh, did
sorry.
you? I'm sorry.
Wenka is another word from Australia and means a complete different thing. So that's why.
I hate that you had to watch that movie. Well, let me put it this way. All right. Uh, I, I, I don't pay a lot of attention to social media, let's just say. But what I do is I watch other streams that do, and they kind of keep me abreast of kind of what's going on Twitter.
Oh, that was
I know
horrible.
Elon Musk has got everybody there, which to my good. Get rid of all those blue hairs over there at Twitter. I don't give a damn. But apparently, someone posted just before the movie came out that only black people were allowed to go see Wakanda Forever, and that white people shouldn't go. So, me being white, I decided, well, hey, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'll do what they asked. So I didn't go.
No, this message didn't came through to Mexico. Would not be that productive neither, because people here are neither black nor white. So what shall they do? That's a problem
Yeah.
itself.
Well,
No, we went,
I
but
mean, I mean,
it was
I
boring.
don't mean
It was
anything like, I don't mean
predictable.
anything bad about that, but uh, I don't know if it's a good movie or a bad movie, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not so good
Terrible.
of a movie.
No, it's boring. It's just boring. It's just boring as the hell. That's all that
Well,
I have to say. It's
everything in Phase Four so far has either been that or it's just been infuriating. Except for
what what I wanted to tell you, but what
Werewolf
I
by Night is
wanted to
the only
tell you
thing that's
is
come out here recently that I've enjoyed.
they try so hard. They try so hard to frame things, right? To give us a certain opinion about things, and for hard to be inclusive. I tell you, when my wife went out of this movie, she was angry as the hell about the representation of the Mexican character in this movie. And it's not the only one. Here in Mexico, the people are outrageous about this movie. And they see what you are doing. This the hell is so stereotyped. We've never seen it and we won't accept it. So Latin America is very angry about this movie. They try to be inclusive, but all they made is make a joke out of the Mexican culture and out of a character that is a very very lore character of the MCU. MCU in general.
That's yeah. Well, hang on just a second there, Rolo. Let me ask you a question here. So Prince Namor, and they don't even pronounce it right, from what I understand, shows up in this, right? Yeah. And they've turned him into a completely different character than what what we would expect.
They turned into a fucking law-breaking narco that is hopping over surprise illegally over the Mexican-American border to do surprise evil things. Jesus, the people are angry here. I cannot tell you that. The people are really angry about everything.
Oh, look,
till his
outlets. The Pope's in the house. Pope's in the house.
Hey, Redico. Hey, my
Mexican
friend.
mermaids.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's up, Adam? And we got Jim Largo says something that looks vaguely German there. Can you translate that for us,
Yeah,
Rollo?
thank you for the movie critics, Rollo. He says, and it's not vaguely German. It's fluentless and without any flaws.
Very good. All right, that's cool. And let's see what else is being said here. Pope says, nice to have to roll your tongue when you say Namor. Okay.
Well, Germans always roll their tongue kind of naturally, right? At least since the last 3 generations.
Have you seen the movie in question? Have you seen the movie in question, Adam?
No.
Have you been keeping up with the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe here lately at all?
Not as of lately. No, I'm a little bit behind in it. Why? What's going on?
Well, apparently Wakanda Forever just came out in the movie theaters, and Rolo had a chance to go watch it. I'm not going to go watch it in a movie theater. I don't watch any of these movies in movie theaters anymore now that I have Disney Plus. I'll just wait for it to drop on that.
Yeah, I usually
Pope says, just jumped in and guessed you were talking about Black Panther. Yeah, Rolo brought up Wakanda Forever. He wanted to rant a little bit about
brought up Wanka Forever. If anybody here is from Britain, you should know what a Wanka is.
Forever. Yeah, well, apparently the way Prince Namor, and they don't pronounce it that way in the movie, apparently, is being portrayed in the movie as kind of bad.
Namor.
Yeah,
well,
okay,
they're going crazy. They even tried to implement that Spanish accent, and they failed. They failed terribly. Again, I just went out of this movie bored. I just was bored, nothing more, right? It didn't hurt my feelings.
And you said your old lady went out mad.
My Mexican wife, she was angry. She was angry as hell, and she still is angry.
I think that's a play on words there.
Yeah.
And
I
caught that.
I understood. It came through. And
even the Pope gets the joke there, because our Pope is dope, right? He knows what's up.
Yeah.
And the Pope saying, a lot of people said it was boring. The daughter watched it and said it wasn't all that great. Well, like I said, when it comes out on Disney Plus, I'll attempt to watch it there. I mean, I watch Multiverse of Madness on there, and I watch Thor, Love and
No,
Thunder.
man, no. This was not
You're
even a
gonna
movie. This was a sacrilege, right? And I want to see one of those people from the Bible Belt. When I,
Man.
with my Nordic mystic perspective, go and make a movie about the Bible or anybody that appears in itself in the way that they deformed our God. I'm very sorry. But to go that is spitting into the face of the Northern mythology culture. To go where they gone is you should not have gone there. And I can tell you what, whenever one of these responsibilities in the next 25 years goes to any northern states, which includes Germany, Norway, Denmark, England, Finland, Sweden, they probably get burned right away in the middle of the street.
Don't encourage him, Pope. I knew a rant was going to come on. That's why I was hesitant to say anything about that particular show. It's a real shame because the comic book story of Black Panther fighting Namor, the Submariner, was really good. Now, wait a minute. I heard everybody go, wait a minute. He mispronounced the Submariner. Look. When I was a little kid, we all called him the Submariner, and I still call him the damn Submariner to this very day. So, damn, screw y'all, Submariner.
And even you can say it however you want, because in the whole goddamn movie, Submariner is not mentioned only one single time as Submariner. It's only referred to Namor, Narmor. It's crazy. It's crazy. And well, if you see that Namor version, you cannot even refer to the Submariner because they don't have absolutely nothing in common. This guy is just a thug. To be honest, it's just a thug, which made my Mexican wife, I just can say that again. My Mexican Latin wife is the one that is angry here. And my friends, not me. I was just bored because I thought everything was very predictable. There was nothing new for me. I knew after 5 minutes what will happen, and it took 128 to come to the end that I knew. So for me, it was just boring. I ate my nachos, and okay, but my wife, she went berserk on that stuff.
I'm curious there, Rolo. What does it cost for you guys to go to a show down in where you're at?
Oh, cinema is very popular and therefore very cheap. So if you
is it?
Yeah, it is. And we have very top-notch cinemas, better than in Germany, lots better than in Germany. I don't know too much how they are in the States, but here they are top-notch. So if you go with table service and 4D and whatever, it is 70 pesos, $3.50. But if you go to a normal movie, it's 30 pesos. So if you don't have any special effects or no 3D or no moving chairs, no table service, it's 30 pesos, $1.50.
Jesus, it's like $40 just for a couple to get in the door here in Canada, just to get in the door.
No,
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous here too. It's ridiculous here too. And
cinema is a thing here. It is very popular, and believe it or not, they start to run the movies at 11 o'clock in the morning. And they have another show at 2 o'clock, another show at 3, at 5, at 7, at 9, and at 11 o'clock. And it's always full. It's always full. The families love cinema still. So it's big part of Mexican culture. Cinema is very proactive.
Pope says he has to drive an hour and a half to see a real movie. It's about the same where I'm at. There, Pope. I either have to go to South Haven, which is right at the tip of Mississippi, right below Memphis. It's like a suburb of Memphis. Or
you live where they drop the ballots into the swamp, no?
Yeah, I live in the swamp. But yeah,
I was just waiting.
It's more, well, it used to be a swamp back when the Mississippi River actually flooded across the plain here, but we've invented something called levees, and we have these reservoirs that are called that keep all that water off of the Delta alluvial plain here now. So we don't have a yearly flood across here. But yeah, it was swampy back in, I guess, back when you were a young fellow, back in the days when Indian tribes lived in this area.
Thank you so much. Love you too, my friend.
But yeah, I have no desire to go to movie theaters anymore. It costs too damn much money. And of
Same.
course, if you want to buy some popcorn, one of those big giant pretzels and put some mustard on it, maybe get a drink, a
No,
hot dog or something like that. You've
no.
spent $100 easy right there
Yeah,
just on the damn food itself. That's not talking about the ticket to get in or anything.
no.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
damn food.
Cinemax family package here, which means family package is you get 2 tickets, you get 2 Coca-Colas, you get a popcorn and nachos with cheese. 120 pesos.
You sound like my
120
grandmother.
pesos.
Oh, we went to the movie for 15 cents. You paid 5 cents to go in the movie. You paid a nickel for some popcorn. You paid another nickel for a Coke.
Yeah.
Pope says he wants one of those swamp airboats. Well, they don't have them here where I live at because it's dry and flat. You got to go down there to where the swamp really is, which is in Louisiana.
Yeah. When I was talking to the managers, they were saying
Oh
that
my God! If you're a family of 6, it's going to cost way too much money to even think about going to the movies. What were you saying, Adam? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying when I was talking to the managers here, they were saying that when for the cost of the movie, they usually just break just past even. He said their money they make is in the condiments. That's why they're so freaking high.
Well, sure. I mean that exactly, because the movie theaters don't get money for showing the movie. The Hollywood gets all that money. What happens is that they get just a pittance of the money that movie makes, and so they try to make up for it over at the concession stand. And that's the way it is with most big venues, Adam. If I don't know if you knew that or not, but
It makes sense. Yeah.
like you go to a rock and roll concert or whatever, it's the same deal there too. The venue's not making any money from the concert being there, the ticket sales or anything. They're making money from the vendors.
Yeah.
And then we have another thing here, people. You will completely freak out. Well, we usually have good weather here. Mexico gives a damn on any copyrights. There will no copper come around or whatever. So what you have here, especially in small villages, when you're far away from anything like Pope is now, you will have a car cinema. You will have that. And I can go, for example, today, just it's 5 minutes to drive for me as I live in the jungle. And there's the car cinema. It's a really good quality. Do you know what that costs? That's 10 pesos, 50 cents. 50 cents for the car cinema.
Wow.
That was
I
somebody.
like to go to the drive-in movies. I used to like to go to the drive-in movies because it was kind of neat. You go in and when I was a kid, you had the speaker that you had to put on the window, but now I think you tune the AM radio in and get it.
Yeah,
But,
they chuck you in a USB device. They chuck you in a USB device,
Okay.
and that's it. That's it. No, it's
Boa
but
Hicks
it's
says he wants
it's really
Mexican
it's a part of the
Coca-Cola.
culture here still.
Boa Hicks says he wants some Mexican Coca-Cola. Now, that's interesting because I would like to have a Mexican Coca-Cola too. And there are some stores here in my area that do sell Mexican Coca-Colas. And what's the difference? People want to know.
It is
I'll
that
tell you
okay.
I'll tell you what the
You
difference
know
is.
it? Yeah.
It's made with real sugar, real cane
Yeah.
sugar, and it's
Yeah.
made with the original formula.
Yeah,
So it
that's
tastes
it.
like
It,
you
it never
remember.
has changed, and it's sold in glass bottles. So the plastic
Yes,
thing that has been
they still
established
sell
in
it
the
in
last
glass
years.
returnable bottles. They're returnable bottles. Yeah.
Yes.
And every chance I get to get one, I get one.
Oh, but yeah. Well, so I know what I can put in the next package also. because for me the weight doesn't make a difference. Once it is over 1 kilo, I pay the same.
Well,
Even if I set,
make sure that you put a lot of packing around those, so because they play football with them packages when they send
oh
them.
yeah, no, I got these. Yeah, I know how to do that. It's not the first time. You're not the only one asking for this. Even Germans do ask me once in a while for that, and I do deliver. Wait, hey, I don't know, my
Everybody's
dog.
gone chasing dogs. Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam had to hush his dog up just a minute ago, and then you went chasing a dog. So I
Oh
don't
yeah,
have dogs.
my daughter was looking for a thing.
I have a little kitty. But Pope says he likes Mexican candy, the best effing candy ever. Uh, Rolo, you know a little bit about Mexican candy. I think you were eating some not too long ago, and it was kind of fun.
Very hot, but there's also very fruity ones, and there is a lot of delicious stuff. He's probably talking about, we call alegrias, which means they're still made freshly here on base of honey and seams. So it's really fresh sweets, and it's really delicious, and it's not that unhealthy. They do a lot with the nuts. We have a lot of cashew nuts growing here, plantains,
Mhm.
peanuts. Everything is growing here, right? I have a walnut tree right in front of
Okay.
my house.
Oh, that's neat. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Pope lives in the great state of New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, and he works for a copper mine. He does various
All
things for them.
right.
I think he flies a drone sometimes for them. He's a drone pilot. But I'm sure that living in New Mexico, you have access to a lot of things from the great country of Mexico, which is right below the border there.
Yeah. And mostly
So,
Spanish people, Spanish speaking population. So over 70% of New Mexico is Spanish speaking population. So yeah, you get
yeah.
it. It's Mexico.
Well, now that I've got Adam on the show, let's focus our attention on Radical Toys for a minute. What's the focus on tonight's show, Adam?
We're doing our live unboxing. It's going to be the same regular time, 11 p.m. ADT
What are
time.
we
I got
unboxing?
the
That's the question, really. What are we
oh,
unboxing?
we're
So
doing. I got the notification out in the community tab or whatever, but it's Revelation Merman.
there we go. And
Oh,
We're gonna Radical Mom picked it up.
Revelation
Radical Mom
Merman.
picked it up for us, so it's all courteous
Okay.
to her. She
All right.
picked it up.
so dear people, if you don't know the channel of Radical Toys, the Friday night show, I try never to miss, because what this guy is doing on the show is really hilarious. He's Dr. Frankenstein. I always love to see Dr. Frankenstein, but he's really going berserk there. What you see, what you see there, you never got to see before, and you probably never will see again, because when the show is over, you even forgot the combination that he has in his head. What he's able to make out of a horde trooper, people, I just can tell you it's worth a while to come around to this show on Friday if you want to have a good experience what a horde trooper also can be.
Yeah, the Horde Trooper will be in there tonight, and he always is. He's in there every Friday night.
Yes.
I actually seen more at Walmart
Let's
today too, and I almost bought another one.
Wow. Well, I try to catch the show, Adam,
Merman.
but I can't always, and I'm probably not going to be able to catch it tonight because I've
It's
got to
it's
get up and go to
fine.
work
Yeah, you're
tomorrow.
usually in bed by that time, right? So
Yeah. Now, if I'm off on Saturdays, now I'll try to catch it on that Friday night if I can. And
yeah,
like I said, I think I'm going to make the show I'm doing tonight open mic. I think that's going to be a Friday staple from now on. I'm not going to have any particular subject. I just want people to hop on the show with me and just talk about whatever's on their damn mind. And
right.
You see, it works,
and
no?
this is
Works
open. This is
just
open
fine.
to anybody who watches my channel or anybody that's in the chat. If you want to hop on, you certainly can talk about whatever you want to. I don't really care. On Friday open mic, where we're going to leave it open to whatever's on people's mind. And I just want you guys to come on and just speak your mind, talk about your channel, promote your channels, talk about what's coming up in your life. Hell, you can even talk about Elon Musk
Talking
taking over
about
Twitter.
promoting the channel, I'm very pleased that I have you here. See, my friend Radical, at the moment I'm in a new circle, right? And I'm also moving to my final destination, to a hospice these days. So this
Right.
is the reason why I'm not frequently online and why I
Yep.
didn't have the chance to write you so far. As soon as my situation stabilizes, your channel moderator will be there again. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another thing that is very important for me. I already told you that Resurrection Toys would like to send you some toys, and we would like to do that. I talked with the others about that, and this has nothing to do with me being there or not there. What we would need, my friend, is a channel trailer for our Twitch channel, and because we have absolutely nothing, we're using the overlays from Grindhead Gym. But this is a little bit. I think it deserves to be specific. And my idea was that we provide you with a full toy pack, whatever you want. And as a favor, you might do us a nice thing, as I know that you're doing a lot of beautiful stuff. Money not needed,
I
man.
can tell you right now, he'll do you up right if you give him a chance, because he just loves to do that animation.
Yep.
I
I do a
know.
lot of
Let
that.
me
I do a lot of that stuff. So it just depends what you want done. Like you just have to give me a little heads up on what you want, and then yeah,
Okay.
I can put something together.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys want something that's cartoon version of you guys, or if you want something else. It's
No,
whatever you
I
want.
probably will be figure driven. It will probably be Jim, as I go to hospital on the 22nd, and this weekend I'm moving to the hospice. It will probably Jim that's coming up to you the next days. But as I say, go on the page and whatever you feel free that you want to have, well, make your list as well. I'm only packing one time, and you have to understand, when I'm over 1 kilo, it's the same price for me up to 10 kilos. So you don't need to be shy. Anyway, it will be more than 1 kilo. So, so please pick up what you want. It will be a pleasure for us to provide you with that.
Do you have a link for the store or whatever? Like, do you have a
It's
link?
resurrectiontoys.com.
Oh, okay. I've never actually seen it, so
All right. So we make these toys. These are all manufactured and handmade by us. If you want to like that, it's a little bit more than handmade. We have a manufacturing process, and it's genuine work. So it's our ideas, our creativity. It's nothing copied here. No Mexican
cool.
bootleg.
Yeah, I knew you guys were doing like a toy thing or whatever. I just didn't know you actually had it up and running. I had no idea.
Oh yeah. It is. So look at there, and if there's something that we can send you, it would be a very much of a pleasure for me to do so. Money is not involucrated in that idea, and you can really be free to choose 3, 4, 5 pieces if you want. We're doing that, so it's okay for me. You're doing also something for us, very important, and for me, it's absolutely no problem to make that deal.
Yep.
Actually, anyway, it's a chance for me to send you anyway that Montana that I have here, just because it has the Mexican card, right? It says He-Man and the Masters of the
Oh
Universe,
yeah.
and when I anyway send a package, so I will wrap them up anyway. Then, so
All right. Well, whenever you're up to it, just let me know what you guys
as
want.
I said, me myself, it will be a little bit difficult, but Resurrection Toys, as Resurrection Toys, knows about it, and
Hey,
Grindhead Jim is our CEO. So Jim will come up to you the next days, my friend. Be sure about
Yeah,
that,
that's fine.
right?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay, fine that we finally could speak about
yeah,
this,
my
because there was a
connection's real
lot in the
crappy,
air
guys.
between Adam and me, and right now we are having it cleared out, and I'm very happy about that.
Good enough. Nick, you're lagging,
I'm
Bill,
going
or
to
I'm
try
lagging.
to show what Pope. I'm lagging. I'm lagging real bad. Connections real crappy, and I'm trying to pull up something that Pope.
I thought I might have just froze. I wasn't sure.
And I'm
Like,
going to try to pull it up. So no, it's me, guys. I apologize. My internet's not the greatest right now. I got like 2 bars. and it's kind of in and out, and some of it has. If I can pull up what Pope put up here.
Oh, that was the
Let's
burp
see
of the
here.
year.
Oh, that's just me going because I'm trying to get
He
something
wants
to open
Xeno
up.
armor for what? I can get you
And
Xeno
I'm
armor for everything, Pope,
sure that
including yourself.
Hey, do what now? I didn't catch it because everything went wonky for a minute. What would you say there, Rollo?
I just said that Pope says he wants a Xeno armor, but I don't know what for. But I can get him a Xeno armor for whatever he wants, including himself, though. If we can do one thing, it's Xenos. That's what we're known for.
I think he might. I think what he's talking about. He's talking about the one that's a combination of Iron Man and the Xenomorph.
All
it has
right.
the helmet that opens up and you see the guy's face inside.
Yeah, we got that to production last week. I hope I have it in hands by next week.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The generic Marin guy. Yeah. The engineer, right, Pope? Yeah. Marcus calls him the engineer.
I'm gonna go a little slow here.
Well, you anyway, you are so much in contact with us. You can tell us whatever you want, and you get it, my friend. No problem. Whichever painting you want, you get it, my friend.
All right, let me move this over here and full.
Yeah.
Amen. All right, I'm afraid that there's probably not going to be any. We're just gonna show what Pope. No, that's not what I want to do. No, I want to do screen. There we go. Screen 2.
Oh, if you want a raw version, Pope, you can have it today. No problem.
Yeah.
Completely unpainted.
I'm going to play this. There's no sound with this because I think I got the sound turned off over there. But here, let me turn it on. We'll just see if we can hear anything or see anything. Hang on, guys, while I come over here and turn the sound back on now. And let's see what this does.
Stop.
Did that play at all?
Copyright.
Yeah, you might. Did be worried about copyright. I'd keep the sound off anyway.
Yeah, I stopped it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the sound back off again, and of course I may be in and out, but I think this is a drone flying here.
Yeah.
And there's three minutes of 45 seconds of this, and did you guys see any of that?
We do see it.
It literally just blurred by for me.
Yeah, my internet is now. It says I have connection is unstable. So let's see what my stream health is here. It says my stream is healthy, but that's a lie.
Bill,
my stream
do
is
you
not
hear
healthy
me
at all? My stream is real sucky. It's an
do
old
you hear me?
FPV video. Well, yeah, I hear you.
So 99% of the users and the dogs and the computers are as their owners.
I can hear some of you, Rolo. You're in and out, and I don't know if that's my fault or yours.
I bet
but,
so. I bet so.
I'm going to
I
stop
bet so
sharing.
because I'm making bad jokes about you.
Get this off of here.
Yeah.
And I got too much stuff open.
It's gonna kill you
Now
because
some of
it's
this might be
lagging
the
you even
fact that I've
worse.
got GIMP still.
It's the data of the video. It's too much right now,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah. You won't be able to play it because you were getting
Yeah,
so
it
choppy.
working out. Yeah, it's choppy. I think it's going to burn. Yeah, it's not going to work there, Pope. So I'm just going to leave the link up there. If you guys want to follow that link, you can watch the video. It's Pope's
Already.
drone flying through the air.
Already copied and
And
pasted.
Pope had asked me a question earlier if I'd seen any of his videos. I saw a couple of videos that JPR showed over on AOM TV, and that's about it. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to show the video here on the show. I don't have a strong enough internet connection right now to do that. And my internet connection is not very good in the afternoons. It's really nice at night. It's cable internet, so the more people are watching TV and watching streaming, it tends to narrow the bandwidth down a little bit. So usually everybody's on the internet when they get home from work and watching movies and stuff like that in the afternoon. So that's why.
But Mississippi has pretty liberal gun laws, no?
We do have liberal gun laws here. We have what's
No,
called
you can
open
just
carry,
go and
which
switch off the
means-
TV.
I don't have my TV on. I'd have to go switch off everybody's
Not
TV.
your
in the
TV, the
neighborhood.
neighbor's TV, obvious. Come on, what we're talking. You cannot switch off Paula's TV. That is life-threatening, my friend. I want to have you around.
It is, but she's not here right now. Like I said, she'll be home in about an hour. So that's.
No, I'm talking about the neighbor.
if I
When
don't-
the
if I don't
internet is
leave
going
before
down,
then,
just switch
I've
off
gotta
the
leave by
TV.
then.
I see you got your Christmas tree up.
I'd have a hell of a time switching off every TV in town. See, Pope says one good thing about New Mexico, we're still pretty the wild, wild west when it comes to guns. Yeah, Mississippi's got an open carry law, which means that you don't really need to have any kind of license or anything. As long as you got the thing out in the open, strapped on your hip, you're good. And if you want to go get a gun permit, you can get a regular permit, or you can get a special permit, which will allow you to carry it in the courthouse and in the hospital and all those places where you can't carry it with just a regular permit. So not only that, but we also have what's known as the Castle Doctrine, and it's in effect here in Mississippi, which means that deadly force can be used to protect your property. So if somebody's stealing my shit, I can go out and kill them.
There you got it. They're stealing your internet velocity. So you got all the right in the world to switch on the television, though.
It
Stop,
sounds so
Rolo.
freaking-
No, that's not going to work. Okay, that's not going to work.
So they're threatening your property somehow, watching TV, and probably they are watching CNN.
Don't ever steal Bill's toys. That's what you can say.
I don't watch television much anymore. Regular broadcast television, the three networks, NBC, ABC, and CBS. I don't watch any of that crap anymore. Most of what I watch is just YouTube. I watch YouTubers.
Same with
Generally,
me.
from the time I get home until the time I go to bed, I'll watch YouTube. If I'm not doing that, then I'm catching something either on Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO Max. And I'm about to get rid of HBO Max because HBO Max doesn't have anything I watch on it, and I'm wasting my money if I'm not watching it. So, do you do the streaming services down up there in Canada there, Adam?
No, we did do Netflix for a little while, then we stopped doing that. We had Disney Plus for a little while. We stopped doing that. Anything I watch, man, honestly, I just torrent. That's the way I watch everything. If I want to watch a show, I'll download the whole series.
Oh, we got Largo in the house. What's up, Jim Largo?
Oh,
Hey, Jim's in. Hey, what's going on?
Hey guys,
the
I
great
just figured
Grandmaster himself. Good
now
evening.
we've got 4 countries here, and we're worldwide. So we're
Yeah.
in Canada, we're in the States, we're in Mexico,
Canada,
and
the United States.
yeah.
Yeah.
Grindhead's been helping me get a little bit more tech savvy, so I thought I'd give this a try and see if it'll work without setting fire or something happening.
Well, at least you got
Well,
headsets.
I see
like, unlike all of us.
you're looking very, very much like a podcaster there with your headphones and your mic there.
Professional.
Well, I
all
just
professional.
graduated
Yeah.
from broadcasting school, and I can't help but talk.
See, we've got somebody that's way more professional than I am down here. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm about to get you to do some voiceovers for me there, Largo.
Yeah,
But
give it
he
a try.
came in and he confused me straight away. I got a question. You're talking about 4 countries. As they told me in the early 90s in South Park that Canada is not a real country anyway.
No, that's Australia. We say isn't a real
All
country.
right, all right,
Canada,
all right.
Canada, we accept because we
Okay,
like.
okay. I just wanted to have that
South
clear. So
Park.
it's 4 countries. It's 4 countries in the stream.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to give love to our
That
Canadian
is Jim
brethren.
Largo, Pope. And Pope, fire up your phone and point it at your ugly face and get on the channel. Use the StreamYard link that works on your damn phone. I've been trying to get Pope to come on the show ever since I got a show. I think there, Largo. What do you think?
Oh my God.
It's
We'll
been
get 'em
it's
in.
been a minute.
Believe me.
I usually
almost-
only come on the private stuff with Jim, and I
Yeah.
figure I'd give it a try.
Well,
What have you been collecting lately, there, Jim?
Well, I got my desk buddy. I don't know if you can see him here. Thanks to
Oh,
Rolo.
Oh.
So he has a nice spot on the desk. Keeps me company.
Love.
Nice.
Other than Resurrection Toys, I've been dabbling with doing some customs for Action Force. I made me a little cowboy here. I took Cowboy Cerrone from the mixed martial arts stuff and made him an Action Force boy. So got to have a cowboy in the group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get in on that line because I just keep hearing so much good stuff about Action Force. Like,
Awesome.
Just like with the Motu, the origins, they're very modular. The bodies are easy you just heat them up. You can pop them apart, mix them, match them however you want.
Yeah.
And Marvel Legend and other type heads are compatible. A little bit of jiggery pokery, and you can make your own custom stuff if you want.
And I'll promote Largo's Instagram page. If you'll subscribe to Jim Largo on Instagram, you can see a lot of the pictures of the things that he does with his figures. And right now, I think there's been a battle going on there with Action Force versus the Carnosaurs and the
Yes.
That's true. The
The Red
Xenozillas are stealing shelf space, and Action Force kind of got riled up.
yeah, and then
Can you
it
show?
looked like
Can
the
you show the
Action
toy
Force
again,
was
Jim?
getting the shit into
Adam
the
doesn't have
stick
an
on that
idea
too,
what
weren't
we're
they, Largo?
doing. Adam
talking
doesn't
about
have
the
an idea.
Xenozilla?
Look, Adam, this would be a typical Resurrection Toys toy. This is a
If I can get it
Xenoxilla,
on camera.
a
There we
mixture
go. Yeah.
between Godzilla and alien xenomorph. It has the typical Mexican bootleg LED light there, and it comes in a lot of colors. But this is very
Got a nice
typical
tail,
for
too.
Resurrection Toys,
right.
Yep.
right?
That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's huge. We're right now
Yeah.
working on a Kraken, and this guy will be 52 centimeters high.
Oh yeah, they don't do anything small.
No.
If you've ever played with the old Japanese vinyl toys, like the ones
Yeah.
from the Toho movies, they're very
Yes,
similar
I
in
know
quality.
exactly what you're. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jim. Thank you, Jim.
But they're made of Rolo special resin though, and they're very, you can pop the legs and arms off and pop them back on. Pretty cool. The Kraken
he
does
has,
look pretty sick.
Yeah,
The
he's got
Kraken is
Marcos, who
ready,
does,
folks. The Kraken is ready.
He does excellent
does the
sculpts and paint jobs. So
Hang
shout out
on
to
for a minute,
Marcos.
Largo. Hang on just a second. Okay, the Kraken is ready, but I know that Jim tries to keep you on the short leash, but you've escaped the chain today. Can you tell us when that's going into production, Rolo?
As quick as we can. The thing is, we are plugged up with Sergio right now, but I'm looking forward. Um, I hope by the middle of the next week. I hope by the middle
Okay,
of the next
okay,
week. We needed to help Sergio a little bit to unplug into his production of the random engineer in the Mark suit kind of type. So we did solve that solution. The machines are running, and so we're the next on the lane. So I hope we're getting that by the next week.
okay. And if you want to
But the
pre-order
thing
the
is, here
Kraken,
is
you
a
can
lot
go
of
over
partial
to Resurrection
production.
Toys.
This guy is huge, right? Jim was talking
Yeah.
about 17 points of articulation. It probably will be more. That is also,
Oh, really?
yes, because we have to put a couple of parts into the molding process, and there will the tentacles, for example, we probably will have to three part as they have a reasonable size there. So you will have 3 points of articulation in the tentacles, and there's six of them. Six tentacles. So just that makes a reasonable amount of points of articulation there. Not talking about the jaw, the head, all the things that you know. But if we're talking about styling, the guy is ready, right? We're just waiting for the right moment. I think Jim will go on tomorrow with Marcos. I can't because I'm moving to the hospice, and you
Right.
guys will see him. But I don't know that. I don't know that. Maybe he will wait till Monday for his show or whatever. But the sculpting work is done. The guy stands. The guy
Well,
stands, and he stands
the
tall.
last time I saw Marcos, on the Resurrection Toys channel, I think it was on Twitch. He
Yeah.
was actually sculpting. So
Yeah, he's
if
doing
you
that
guys,
tonight again. Starting at 8,
okay,
he will do the new Predator Kong faces. There has been a lot of requests from the community to get into the face mold of the Predator Kong again. Although, as you know, it's very fine, and it's not about that. People just wish other details and wish other expressions and stuff like this. And as you know, we are very
Mhm.
flexible. So we decided in this wave to response to our customers. And Marcus wrote today that he will go on with the molding, the live sculpting of these face sculpts today. So as far
Oh,
as I
cool.
know, he will
That,
go.
that
He
sounds
wrote
like
that to us.
something else. You're not headed over
Around
to
8 o'clock.
Radical Toys channel. You can head over to Twitch and at 8 o'clock, and you can watch
Yeah, he's gonna
Marcos
be there for
sculpting
hours,
that.
right?
I'll be there for a bit. I'm looking at your Instagram there, Jim, and I'm seeing these little purple things that you got your Action Force climbing on. What the heck are those? Because they look cool.
Purple things. Hang on a sec. I'll go grab them. I'll show you. See if I can maneuver my way out of here. I'm still trying
While
to figure
he's
out all
doing
this.
that, if you
computer
guys
stuff.
haven't had a chance, please do leave a like on this stream tonight and share it. And
Oh,
if you haven't
Epic
yet subscribed,
Fetchers in
hit
the house.
the subscribe button. Yeah, I saw it. Jesse, you want to come on the show, man? I've got a link up there at the top. All you got to do is hit that StreamYard link, and you can come on, either you or the Badger himself, if you'd like, whatever. I was kind of hoping Will McLaughlin might show up. Will's got his own channel going too, over at Wilhelm Toy and Hobby, and that's a wonderful little channel. Have you ever watched Wilhelm's channel there, Adam?
I believe I have. I believe I'm subbed over there.
Yeah, he goes through a lot of toys, vintage 90s stuff, mask, stuff like that.
Yep.
He's got
Yeah, I'm subbed
all
over
the
to him.
four.
Yeah.
He just has everything,
And
right?
all of
He's,
us guys have Instagram pages. Huh? What'd you say, Rollo?
that William just has everything. No, the
Hello,
things that
Rollo?
he put out of his sleeves there, and right now that he's doing kind of a museum setup. I really love the shows because what he's getting out there. Sometimes I never have seen it. Sometimes I knew that it is existing, but never have seen it again. No, sometimes I didn't even knew
Yeah.
about it. And he has an sheer endless fundus there. And I really love to see his unboxings. And I love to see that his channel is growing so much, right? My dear friend,
He's coming
I
right
will
along
have to
over
drop.
there. That's for sure.
I will have to drop out, my friend. I'm here with you a little bit over than 1
Okay.
hour. I still have to pack some packages. Oh,
Yeah, those.
Yeah. These are some of the, what do you call these, Rolo? They're the Xenosaurus.
yes, Dinosaurus is also Resurrection Toys, Adam. If you want them, click on
There you
them.
go.
Cool.
So it comes with a little rider there, and they're done in this translucent type plastic. It's kind of neat. And just for giggles, I put a couple of Army guys riding on them. That works pretty well. So they can kind of work with any scale if you want. They're just fun to have in the background. And as with most of them, they have the lighting. I don't know how well that shows up on the camera.
I see it good. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we can
just
see
kind
it,
of a
but
that's a
it
typical
kinda
thing for
overwhelms
these.
the figure.
Yeah.
It kind of overwhelms the figure with the light. Yeah, there we go. We turn the light off. We can see that there's a rider there riding on top of him.
Oh yeah. In
Who does
in real life with the translucent plastic, the light just kind of gives it a neat effect.
Who
So
does the paint jobs for them?
that's Marcos as well, the sculptor, I believe.
Yeah, well, for those guys, I'm mainly responsible because this is less than a paint job, but more a composition of different translucent plastics. So,
Right.
and
Right.
there are several layers of them that give these guys the colors. So it's not painted; it's worked in, right? And
Right.
whenever it comes to this type of chemical stuff, it's my responsibility. Whenever it comes to sculpting and painting, it's Marcus.
These were kind of a fun idea that Rolo came up with. They're the alien type eggs with a little light in them. And if I can get it open,
I hope
it has, yeah, so it's hollow. You can put your candy in there or whatnot, but it actually comes with another little minifigure. There he is, that you can assemble. He comes in parts like a puzzle, and you can put him
Okay.
together. And there's a couple different varieties of these, but they're fun. You know, just the kind of stuff that just looks good on the shelf, and they work. I think they work with Mo too. If you take the little riders off,
they do.
You
They
know,
do.
Hold on,
they work
fellas.
with.
Hold on. We got a guest in the house. We've got
Oh,
John
wow.
Paul Revere in the house.
Oh,
Hang on, John Paul. Let me share this screen real quick. This is absolutely amazing, folks. We've
Yeah,
got
this
John
is
Paul Revere
amazing.
here in the house with us.
Well,
What
Bill,
is
you're
going
getting
on there?
highfalutin now.
What's up, fellas?
Absolutely amazing.
Nice to see you.
Oh,
I
hey,
swear
good
to
evening,
God.
sir. Good
Hey,
night.
Good evening. Good evening.
This is absolutely
Amazing.
Happy Friday to
this
everyone.
is absolutely out of nowhere. John Paul Revere shows up in Weird Fantastic Toys stream. What's going on there, JPR?
Yeah, but
All
I
right.
don't know. For everybody
this
that
one,
does
too.
not know
Headphones
John
on to
Paul
hear.
here, the situation here is
Can you
right
hear
now,
it?
just like
Hang
you're
on, Rolo.
15
Hang
years
on,
old.
hang on.
No, Bill, you're 15 years
Hang on,
old,
Rolo.
and it's Michael Jackson coming to your birthday party, and you didn't know nothing about it. It's just like the same thing that's happening
Oh, I
here
hope
right
it's not
now.
Michael Jackson. No, not Michael Jackson. Not when I'm 15. Please. JPR, can you hear us? JPR, hello.
Hello. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Us. I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Wow, there's like a huge delay.
All right, I'm going to.
Yeah, Bill's a little laggy.
Look at the private chat there, JPR. I don't think he can hear us.
I'm not sure. I don't think you can.
Okay.
JPR brings the technical difficulties. Okay, you can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What is going on here? This is like. Wow. What is going on here? This is like. Okay, I'm getting like.
We're hearing feedback from you too, like some. It's like an echo. Oh,
Mic settings are good.
he's a busy host tonight.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, JPR.
Yep. We
Okay.
do.
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, the hamster stopped running, so my my internet crashed for a minute. That's typical Guatemalan high tech there.
Oh, you're back in business. That's good. Yeah, JPR doesn't hear us apparently.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah,
see.
he can't hear us, but we can hear him.
Yeah, strange.
There's something going
Yeah,
on.
the headphones are coming back on.
All right.
Okay, he's got his headphones on. Can you hear us on the headphones now,
Can you hear us on
JPR?
the headphones?
No, he can't hear us, or he'd answered us back.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, we do. You're good.
Yeah, we hear you, JPR. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Actually, I'm hearing everything twice.
All right.
That's
Okay,
that's
you
what
got
I'm
some
trying to.
Back going on. Okay. All right. Check how many browsers that you have open. You may have a browser open that's got the stream going in it. If you do, close
Okay.
that browser. Or
Okay,
close
how
that
about now?
tab.
How does it sound now?
You sound good.
Yeah, Radical Mom's in the house. So.
You sound
Okay.
good.
Okay, all right, fantastic. All right, hey, how's it going? How is everybody?
Good.
Hey,
Got you.
all right.
Got you.
JPR, good to see you, man.
Hey, thanks for having
How's
me
it
on.
going? I know
It's,
you're getting ready for.
yeah, so
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like I noticed there's like some buffering and lag issues. You know, I was trying to watch the show earlier, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
really hanging up. So anyway,
Yeah, some of that is on. Some of that is on my end. Some of that is on my end, JPR, because I have a really crappy internet connection. I'm sure you know how that goes.
I do. Yeah, it is definitely better at night, but yeah.
And I know you're getting ready for tomorrow's big show. Will you want to tell everybody what you got planned, or give them a teaser?
Yeah, actually I saw, I was watching your show, Bill, as I always try to catch it. And I saw you had all these awesome experts on, and I thought, hey, what a perfect opportunity. I could run some material by them and get some feedback. Okay, so
Okay.
Are we ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow we are going to
Yeah.
do this bit, right? Because every week we do this bit. It's called "Would You or Wouldn't You?" Okay, and we talk about would you do this
Yeah.
chick or would you not? Right? Okay, and so tomorrow's is going to feature alien women. All right, so I thought I'd throw them up right now here and ask this panel of wisdom, the three wise men here. And see what you guys think, and maybe get like sort of a pre-rating on these chicks. What do you think? Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, here
Sounds
we go.
great.
All right, here we go. All All right. So we got like 6 or 7 of them to look at. Now, so I'm just going to ask the panel, would you or wouldn't you? Here's chick number 1. Alien chick number 1.
Oh.
What do you think? Okay.
That's scary,
No.
JPR. No.
No, that's just not appealing in any way.
Even
Now,
at
keep in
2 a.m.
mind
with the beer goggles,
No.
that would be tough.
Keep in mind the next ones could be worse. And the premise of the game is
Oh,
always
no.
you have to pick one. Like, let's say you were abducted, okay, and you're aboard the alien spacecraft. So
Okay.
you got no choice. It's going to be one of these 6. Are you ready to see the next one?
I have to see all 6 of them before I can make a decision, JPR.
Yeah, I gotta see the
And we will do that. We'll go to the end, and then they'll be all together, and we can review. So here we go. Here's number 2. What do you think?
Looks like one of my cousins from
Not
Knoxville.
nearly as scary as the first one, but kind of.
It almost looks like one of the hobbits when they go. What's his name? Gimli, or what's his name from the Hobbit?
Yeah.
Gollum.
Gollum. That's it. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. It does have a dead-like appearance, corpse-like.
She might have your precious.
It may not be the worst of the bunch. Here's number 3. What do you think?
I like that a little better. I like the face.
I don't know. There we go. Pull up. Yeah.
A little
don't know.
better.
I don't know. I mean, it does have breasts.
Yeah.
Yow. Okay, there's 3.
All right.
Here's 4.
Okay, yeah,
I can
that's
see her
way up my-
face.
yeah,
I can see her face. I can
absolutely.
decide better. Yeah,
There you go.
I'd go for her more than I would anybody else so far, JPR.
That's definitely
Okay.
better.
4's looking like a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here's number 5.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, that's a possibility too. So between 4 and 5 so far there, John Paul.
Okay, all right. Now notice that this one has a forked tongue, a reptile's
Between
nose,
4
and a
5 so
tail.
far.
This one's still the one, though, huh?
I
Okay.
think Radical likes this one. I like the one before this one better than this one, but yeah, that's a lot better looking than what we've seen.
Okay.
Before
Okay. All right. Bill's good with this one.
Yeah.
Radical
This
and
one-
Largo are thinking 5.
This one's got kind of that Star Trek Andorian vibe. I'm digging it.
Oh yeah. The Andorian antennae. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Here's number 6.
I'm thinking between 4 and 5.
I'm not too keen on number 6 there. I think she's more of a robot.
Yes, this is definitely something maybe from another side of the galaxy that's more cybernetic.
Yeah.
And number
Yeah.
7. Any
Kind of
takers?
looks like one of those aliens from DS9, Star Trek DS9. What was
No.
the card
Not.
She looks like the gal that your cousin says, well, she's got a great personality.
Yeah. And she may. Now, if that
She
was the
might.
case, would that make her? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, here they all are. And so that's what we're going to be premiering tomorrow on Would You or Wouldn't You?
5. 5 is my call.
Hey, Paul, I got JPR on the show.
Definitely looks like the Smurfettes.
Say hello to
are women.
JPR, Paula.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Can you hear
Paula,
Paula?
good to hear you.
I was just gonna tell you on my way home.
All right, baby. We'll see you when you get here, hon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I had to let her hear your voice, JPR, because she loves you to death, man.
Oh, hey, no, that's awesome, man. Fantastic. Yeah, okay. So that sounds like I might want to rework this list a little bit. I think 4 and 5 seemed like pretty popular with the experts, but the rest maybe a little sketchy.
Well,
So-
I don't know.
seven's in there, JPR.
Okay.
But I think 1, 2, 3, and 6 are just absolutely no-nos.
There are
I
no.
don't know. 6 might be able to help you with your internet connection.
Possibly,
that's
You
true.
might have good Wi-Fi.
I don't
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's
Yeah,
us,
and you
yeah,
can
like-
only imagine, like, I mean, one obviously some kind of alien derivative there, predator type of looking combat,
Xenomorph,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some other thing going, but the upside there is, man, if that's your partner, you're going to survive, right? You're basically paired up with a killing machine.
I don't know, JPR. You know what happens with the male Black Widow spider, right?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You may have a it may be fantastic, but it might be very short lived.
Exactly. Exactly.
So this is how this thing goes. And then we play this little jingle here.
And we can't hear the music.
Yeah, you get the idea.
We got the idea. The music didn't come through there, JPR, but we got.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't. All these settings.
Yeah, I know. And look, since I've been live streaming, my whole setup is like a Frankenstein's monster. I've got OBS, I've got StreamYards, and it's all trying to work together, and it's kind of hard. And I don't see how you do it.
Yeah. It's a lot of. Hey, it's Thanksgiving turkey.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, this is new for Bill's stream right here. There you go.
Yep.
When I like to talk about Masters in the Universe, this for me is always this makes that little extra, right? It's just
Got to class up the joint. Bring a
I'm
little
Yes.
starstruck, JPR. I'm very starstruck to have you on the show with me tonight. So,
oh, please, brother. Come on now. Yeah.
Somebody
Bill,
just
introduced me
donated.
to-
Pope
Yep.
gave me $10. Thanks, Pope. Thanks for the $10, man. We appreciate you.
All right.
Hope
Yeah.
it's-
Let's get them super chats in.
Well, it's a Streamlab super chat. I use the Streamlab. I think you use Stream Elements or you use Streamlab.
Well, yeah, I use Streamlab, but I mean, it's mostly it's just YouTube.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
let
old
me
Bill
ask you,
introduced
when
me to the Ancient Order of Men, and I really enjoy the music and the little skits and things. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's weird.
Let me roll back into the chat.
Oh, there's
There
Rolo.
we got Rolo. JPR, you remember Rolo I was telling you about? He lives down in
Oh, heck
Mexico,
yeah,
from
the
Germany.
madman from Mexico.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
him down
brother.
there, RQ down there at the bottom. And Rolo is moving to a hospice. And so
Yeah.
he's gonna be moving shortly to the hospice.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is why everything is breaking
And,
down behind me because
Oh,
that
okay.
happened this weekend. But there will be a new Eternia very soon, huh?
Okay. Are you still going to have access to
Very
being
good,
online?
very good.
Yeah, I have my own small house. Like they
Oh.
pretty much don't bother me as much as they come 2 times a day around, looking that I'm still alive, giving me my injections. So the hard part has been done, JPR. They leave me alone because they figured they can't do anything about me. I could have told them that 1997, but they didn't listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Now, Rolo,
So it's more-
did you get a chance to get yourself a nurse like one of these gals that JPR's got on the screen?
Well,
'Cause that'll
you
help.
know how the Mexican girls are.
See?
The only thing that I can say is that my wife is not happy.
Well,
That's good. That's good.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
not happy with the nurses?
No, because
Yeah,
they look
yeah.
good. And one of those is educated in the United States. She speaks a fluent English and was very pleased to meet me, right? Oh, you got some beautiful blue eyes. My wife.
Yeah, he does. He does have beautiful blue eyes. And the lighting really brings out the blue in your eyes there, JPR.
Oh, are we talking about me?
Yeah. You've got
Okay.
alien eyes.
Yeah,
by
we're
the
talking
way.
about you,
Your eyes
Jack.
are
You're
like
the one that's
bright blue.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got a lot of lighting here. So there's no shadow under my hat. So there's like it's really bright right here, and so it washes everything out. And so that's why this looks all weird.
It looks
And
like
I've got filters on, and it's all nothing. There's nothing here that's real other than this chick over here. She's real.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Looks
No,
like you got
no,
Nordic
I'll
eyes.
tell you,
It's pretty
one of
cool.
the funniest. Listen. One of the funniest things I ever saw was you did a cold opening one time where it looked like you had the stream on and didn't realize it, and you were
Oh,
getting
right.
dressed and talking on the phone. That was hilarious.
Yeah. We do. It's hard because I try to reinvent the wheel, right? I mean, it's rather so the show isn't the same thing every week. But do what I can.
No, but I do think that you're doing
Are we
something
going to do
very
any more
special.
Mystery Science Theater?
Sorry.
We're all talking. At the
I
same
do
time.
think that JPR is doing something very special. It's unique. It's something from the good old days. It's something that we were used to. The weekly repetition of this type of shows formed my youth. No, if you want it like that. No,
Oh, yeah.
disco
Those of us who
or
are
anything like
boomers
that.
and Gen Xers, we remember
Exactly.
Laugh
So
In
there's-
and those kind of things.
And you see, it's
Yeah.
coming from several continents. The same comments. So I think it's something that YouTube itself not necessarily supports so much, but I love it too much, and it should have 10 times more subscribers than it has right now. Don't give in to it. Maybe Twitch might be the better platform for you, but it's a great show and it has its place. Absolutely.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Yep.
He's been experimenting with Rumble. Can you tell us about your Rumble
Yeah,
experience?
I
there,
know.
JPR?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Rolo, for those kind words, man. I super appreciate that. And a really interesting insight. We tried Rumble, and it didn't really work too well. There was a huge latency there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do some test streams over there to see if I can change settings to get that to work. But it was like almost a minute. It's about 40 seconds. And so the gap, like when I would say something, I'd have to wait like almost a minute to get a reaction back from the audience. And the way the show works, it's much more like I'm basically just in the comments through the whole show. So it's more of a dialogue, like we're just kind of conversing back and forth. And so that was kind of a flop, really. And but
Bill and
I'm still
Rolo have
trying.
been playing with Twitch, and they've had some pretty good success with that for doing live stream type stuff. I don't know if that would work with your
Yeah,
format.
I'm actually dual streaming Twitch right now. I'm dual streaming. I'm using StreamYard to stream me on YouTube and Twitch at the same time right now.
That's really interesting. I think I'm going to give that a try.
Yes. You
Go
should,
ahead.
because Twitch is very interactive and it's very niche orientated. Look, a toy channel like ours from Resurrection Toys, we make toys, right? But it has enough subscribers to be monetized, and we did get monetized, and we do get some income there. We are very small. And it's a niche. But with a format like
hang
you,
on for a second there, Rolo. 50 subscribers, JPR, is all you need to get monetized on Twitch. 50.
yeah.
Wow.
And
Yep.
it's coming in because it's far more interactive, and the way that you're doing it, because anyway in YouTube you're interacting a lot, you're very personal. This is something that hits through on Twitch much more, and Twitch does not have the restrictions. As long as you don't vomit, fart, or die in front of the camera, you pretty much can do anything on Twitch. It's not
Well,
that restricted.
farting's borderline. I think you can get away with that.
Yeah. As I say, that is kind of maybe you get in problem.
Isn't
But,
it mostly used for gamers though, Rolo? Like
Well,
I'm not familiar with
That are women lounging in hot tubs, obviously.
All
but,
day.
there's a lot more than just gaming and
yeah.
Right.
Amaranth selling.
There's a
parts
lot
over there.
of up and coming musicians who will also do
yeah.
live streams to promote their music.
Okay.
So
Well, there you go.
There's definitely an
JPR is
audience
all
there.
about up and coming musicians there at Largo.
mhm.
and there's
Yeah.
another thing, JPR. As you got a great community, there's a couple of guys I know that they have a big Twitch community. We ourselves, of course, would be happy to help you on with subscriptions and recommendations. But for you reaching the line of necessities to partner up with Twitch and get it monetized, it would be reached in a couple of days, my friend. Just do 1 or 2 personal live streams there, do this dual twitching, make sure that you have the commentaries right, and you see Twitch is far more interactive. You can do sound alerts, you can do
Right.
the people pay a couple of bits and you change your head, for example, or you change the background, things
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
anyway do, but this time
Right.
you get some centavos for it, right?
It's a much more active community.
Yeah.
And one of the things people like to do is if they find a channel like yours that they like, they'll tell all their subscribers, let's just
Yes.
haul on over and jump on and see what's going on. So you'll have, a whole bunch
Great.
of people just show up on your stream
Yes.
and say, so-and-so sent me and want to see what you got.
Wow, that sounds great, guys.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
I have-
definitely be checking that out.
I have a question, JPR.
Go ahead, my friend.
I actually have queued up "Let the Good Times Roll." If you would let me play that on my channel, I would appreciate it.
You have it queued up.
I can play it, and StreamYard will do all the work for me, so it won't lag.
Okay, yeah, right. Go ahead, play it, man.
It's a good one.
All right,
It's a
so
good one.
our mics are all going to mute while that plays, and we'll watch it.
Sure.
And I want everybody to see just a small sample of what you can see on AOM TV every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. So let me pull that up, and we'll play that for everyone. Good time.
Just go there in the
Oh,
meantime and
And one of my
subscribe.
favorite guys is in this, and that would be Muck.
Yeah, Muck.
Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and go. Absolutely.
Can't go wrong with those
Absolutely. And,
classics.
JPR is off screen right now. There he is. Hey. And that's one of my favorites over there. And of course, I have 2 favorite characters, JPR, and that would be Mupp and Scarecrow, as you very well know.
Yes,
It
indeed.
has to be said, JPR has the best hat and costume collection in the business. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much, Largo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, would you allow Resurrection Toys to do a mop for you personally, or your favorite character, JPR? What do you like to impersonate the most, or is it yourself? And if there's an answer to that, would you allow a Resurrection Toy to do you a impersonation in form of an action figure of yourself? Just
Oh,
as
yeah.
a personal present. Don't worry, I don't want money.
Yeah, no, I would be honored. Probably as far as for an Ancient Order figure would be, just the John Paul Revere in the tri-corner hat with the burgundy 3/4 length coat and with the sword holster and the.
Right. That sounds really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do
Bill
me
and I can help him find some
favor
source material.
Bill, do you know what he's talking about, right? Can I get a screenshot from that, please, so that I can
Yes.
give it to work with Marcus?
Mhm.
I
You
think
will
I
hear
got-
from us.
I'll send you one because, matter of fact, JPR has got your avatar is what you're talking about, JPR. The avatar that you use for YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I just loaded
Yeah,
down.
Yeah, Rolo's been doing toys for a long time down in Mexico, and he's got a fantastic sculptor working with him named Marcos. He just does some wonderful stuff.
I can
Wow,
do
yeah.
face sculpt, a real face sculpt. So if you prefer that, it does not need to be comic-like. It can be the real face sculpt, right? We did that before many times. That it can be photorealistic. So if you prefer that, it doesn't need to be comic-y.
Yeah, I think comics kind of cool.
All right, I agree. Thank you. You're
I
gonna
think-
hear
oh,
from us.
Thank you.
This is
Well, that'll be a
this
fun
is, this is
project.
absolutely amazing, folks. We've got Resurrection Toys is going to make a JPR figure exclusively for JPR. So that's going to be a very interesting thing to see unfold
Wow.
here in the next few months, or how long it
Yeah,
takes
that's-
to do that.
We
You
might
know,
see
Bill-
JPR with a mini me on his show.
Nah,
That would be amazing.
The thing
We
is
just-
just like that, right? I cannot, for example, for the situation that I'm in, living in Mexico as I do, for having the sickness that I have, I cannot afford a lot of support in money wise, right? It's the same that I do for Bill. Whatever toy Bill wants from our page, Bill gets. There's no doubt about that. So if I can participate
No, I'm
in
actually
something
their brand ambassador.
to honor your program, which means for me a lot, because you
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of time I'm like just laying around in the hospital receiving infusions, watching you, having this jukebox fun and having nice discussion. This means so much, my friend. One night
Wow.
I wrote to you, you sheared up a whole room. I was in there with 3 guys. They say, hey, what you watching there? Push this louder. And then we got the Bluetooth connected. And the 3 dead walking guys had so much fun this night. So you're moving a lot. You're moving a lot that
Wow.
you can't see. I can't give you money, but if I can give you a little bit of my art, I will do so with a lot of pleasure. And it's my honor. The honor is
That's
on me.
very cool, Rolo.
Wow. Yeah. I don't even have words for that.
And
Thank
Pope,
you so much.
Pope, this is
Bill, I don't think I've
Pope-
ever
Pope's
seen you
wondering if we got
tongue-tied.
stretch goals, and if there's a monastery place that involved. I was just going to tell Pope this is not Mattel Creations. Okay, we're not doing stretch goals and all that stuff. This is a figure for JPR himself.
We're doing what we're doing anyway, and you know that, Pope. And a lot of time it just helps to ask. It's not a long time ago that our good friend Aaron told me that he would like to have my He-Man figure, so my impersonation of He-Man. And I'm told him that it would be a pleasure for me to send it to him, because obviously, who wants that? Who wants that stuff when I'm 9 inches
I
under? Huh?
do.
You sell yourself short, Rolo. You know you got some fans out here.
Well, Aaron's
And,
gonna get it though. Just
that's
a lot
right.
of times
Absolutely.
it's just ask.
And
It's just ask.
and JPR.
Yeah.
Let me tell JPR something. JPR, I work a very drudging job all week long, and I do it for 2 reasons. I do it, one, for my wife, and the other one is I do it because I know that on Saturday night I can watch your show, and for just a short period of time, the world goes away, and I'm in this fantasy land of just wonderful fun and just enjoying myself for just a little while until I have to go back to reality. But if it wasn't for that little chance, that small chance to enjoy myself on Saturday night, I don't know how I would make it through the week.
Yeah. Thank you so much for those kind words. And
Oh yeah, and you got a great bunch in the chat too. They really add something to the show. Just trying to keep up
Yes.
with all the
and OBS
zingers
comes
going
over
through
here.
there.
OBS comes over here all the time. I love Denise. She comes and sees me every once in a while. I'm surprised she's not in tonight. She's probably still working or hanging out over at Salty Cracker. But yeah, I get a lot of crossover. I got Pope over here. Cog came in and saw me the other day. So it's like a community of people who get together and enjoy one another's company and listen to some great music and some skits that are hilarious, and it's just fun.
yeah.
And if it
Yeah,
wasn't for you, JPR, my life would be real sucky. I can tell you that right now. You brighten my day on Saturday night and just make it worthwhile.
Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. That's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's what it is all about.
Well, it fills a
And-
void
and,
because there's there hasn't been anything good on TV for almost 20 years now, and we've
Longer than that,
Some of
30
us
or
have
40
tried.
years, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Let
kind of
me ask
either
JPR
politically
another
correct or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
Jim's
ask
saying a
JPR
very
another
important
question.
thing. No?
JPR, let me ask you this question, man. All right, just for shits and giggles, just tell us how AOM TV progressed from a video telling people how to whiten their teeth all the way to the point where we now have a regular Saturday night show with music and fun and skits and all this. How did that come about?
Like I think what Largo was saying, right? Like there was a hole, right? And so I was feeling like and I talked about this in a stream like almost a year ago now, that the stress was getting to me. All the negativity in politics and all the poison in the world. My health was actually starting to take a pounding.
Yeah.
And so I needed to do something positive to focus my energies and not feel so helpless. And so I'm going to start this channel. I'm going to try and help some people and put something positive into the world. And that was like what the teeth whitening video was. Because actually, I had discovered this little product, but I knew through a lot of experimentation, it was like, oh, wait, there's a certain way to use this thing that actually makes it work. And I bet people don't know. And so I made the little video and it got like 7,000 views. And so I was like, okay, and I started talked about some other things. And then I did my first the quartering skit, Jeremy Hambley, and playing that, in a sort of a positive, fun light. I was never a fan of Jeremy, so I was never like doing it. And so then I started doing Salty Cracker, and I even did Styx Hexenhammer for a bit, and I was like doing all these guys, and yeah, it just sort of like I just listened like to what people were needing, like responding to, like what they wanted, and then I just sort of kind of kept going. And
I like your Tim Pool parody is a good one too.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. I'm digging Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah,
Actually, that's the only reason I'm crying right now that she's not going to be on the show anymore. I said, because I'm really digging that. You small people. I'm just digging that.
People. Yeah. No, I'm going to bring Nancy back. She's not going away from our show.
Okay. I'm very happy to hear that.
I'm waiting for Max Rhino to show back up.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Max Rhino to show back up.
We do have to bring Max back. Hey, let me try. I'm gonna Bill. Let me try some. I want to try something and see if you can hear it. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Can you hear that music?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can hear the music.
Yes.
Truck horn.
Yeah.
Truck horn.
I heard the truck horn. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to play this jingle again, and let me know if you can hear the sound with it this time.
Okay.
Yes.
It's got audio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
5x5.
All right. I think I could put on any music video you want, Bill.
Oh, we got the jukebox open.
Jukebox is open.
All right. The jukebox is now open. Now, of course, I'm partial to Scarecrow these days, but I want maybe Largo to pick one. Pick something, Largo, because I'm going to go for Scarecrow every time.
Well, that's fair enough. What was it? The REM Superman. That's a good one.
REM Superman.
Yes, that's a good one. REM Superman.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Very
This
good.
guy,
JPR.
this guy definitely needs a mariachi suit, right?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
All right. No, this guy really needs a mariachi suit.
Well, your
We got
production
Revolution
value
to-
and
we
the
got
special
Revolution
effects
Day
and stuff,
today.
it's great.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
And JPR, special request here from the Weird Fantastic household. We have got to get Scarecrow to do some sympathy for the devil.
Oh, Rolling Stone.
Yeah, well, we've got a Stones tune, and we've got that request. Yeah, I saw you made that request in the chat, and that's on the list. It is on the list.
Yeah, I think that I love Scarecrow. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but the first time I saw Scarecrow come on the screen, I was like, "Oh my God, what's JPR doing?" And then Scarecrow's mouth started moving as he sang, and I just died laughing. It was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah. That's a good bit.
Play the next one, buddy.
So you kind of more into the 70s and 80s sound, or is there any particular genre of music that's your favorite, or you just kind of like a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I like a little bit of everything, and we try on the show to have something for everybody. So, there's a pretty big variety there.
He did Metallica, even though I doubted it highly.
Yeah, I did it with the one eye and the scar.
What's about the Clash?
Yeah, that was.
It's a classic. We rarely hear it, and we have some Brits in the chat. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, Bill.
Yeah, the Clash tune. Yeah, Rolo, sure. Yeah, we
got some Brits in the chat, and we rarely hear it, right? And it's a classic for Europeans, right? Rock the
You
Casbah.
talking about Rock
I
the
grew up
Casbah?
with that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we can put that on now. Yeah, and Bill, there is a video on how to make those scars if anyone is interested. It's really, really easy to do, and you can make them look like crazy deep. This stuff it's hyper realistic. It's the same stuff they use in Hollywood.
Well, Bill, all you got to do is rile up Paula. You can get scars real easy that way.
Well, I think what Largo's referring to is I did a video a while back where I ended up going over to Arkansas to do a toy hunt. And at the beginning of the video, I had a scene from In the Heat of the Night, the movie from the late 60s, where the guy's on the radio and says, he's headed toward the river. He's going to be in Arkansas. And then Paula hangs the phone up and slams it down. And then when I come in the house with my toys in my hand, she meets me at the door with the rolling pin and clocks me over the head with it.
Nice.
She's good with that rolling pin. You got to watch out.
My one's good with throwing glasses, eh?
Now, see, I thought Mexican gals were good
Yeah.
at throwing slippers and catching you.
No, that also. She's very fast, even without nothing on her feet, right?
JPR, you still haven't cleaned that dead body up off that beach.
Yeah, but the sun kind of took care of the odor, so it's all good now.
Okay.
And
All right.
it's so busy here. So we just have to set priorities.
I got you. Well, is there anything that you guys want to ask JPR or get JPR to do now that I have him on the show? Now, if you want to hear fresh roast, I've got fresh roast already queued up.
No. We got the Clash going right now, my friend.
He wants to hear some Clash. Let's give you
All
some
right.
Clash there, JPR, and I'll give you the full screen.
And I got a question, but first I gotta hear the Clash, though.
Okay, you got it, Rolo. This one's for you, baby.
Rock the Casbah, read your market. Really, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah.
Einfach nur geil. Richtig geil.
That's good stuff.
Yes.
That's some good stuff there, JPR.
Yes,
You
that
really
is.
do go all out when you make your videos, man. Do you do this all by yourself, or do you have a cameraman there with you? lady.
Usually, like 95% of the time, it's by myself. Sometimes, if a friend's visiting or whatever, they'll help me out. But yeah, it's usually I'm by myself. And
I got a
That's
question
cool.
that might be a little bit more personal, and you can choose if you answer that. But I wonder, because I have a little bit of stage experience myself, and I ask myself, how do you overcome that I shame myself feeling, especially when you are alone, right? it's another thing when you can communicate with a crowd, even if it's only one people or two people. But putting on all these costumes and presenting all this as serious as you do it, how do you overcome this? I shame myself. I'm looking ridiculous. I'm doing bullshit stuff here thing.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Lean into it, right? Like I just totally embrace it because the more crazy, ridiculous, whatever it is, like usually the better, entertainment value it has. So like especially when I'm doing impressions, like Tim Pool or Jeremy or something, right? Because they're really horrible impressions. So that's what kind of makes them, to me, that's what makes them funny. If they were actual attempts, like if I really was an impressionist, then I might have the feelings you just described. But yeah, no, it's not a. It's all from a. Yeah.
It's a great answer, but if I have to say one thing about Jeremy is that I was a consumer of the quartering very much before I got to watch your video, and you say it is a very bad impression, but I say you boiled it down to the core. It is it is the pure rice boiled. It is in 5 minutes everything, and I think he shares very much that opinion because he took it very positively. And nobody will take positively a thing where he cannot reflect him or herself in it, right? So
Agreed.
he saw something in that and say, okay, that guy is
Yeah.
and when you come up with that point, and the other guy is a composter, Jesus Christ, I'm still laying under the table, right?
Yeah. It's definitely been a lot of fun. Is everybody?
I hate to interrupt you guys. I just got to head out, Bill. I got to attend to the kids for a bit.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what I was
you,
going to
Adam.
let everybody know.
Good
Adam's
to
gotta
meet
head
you.
out.
Good to meet you, John. JPR. It's good to meet you, bud.
Glad you were on the show, Adam. And we'll
See you
All right,
later in the
yes.
show, Adam.
all right,
Thank
take
you.
care,
Good
Adam.
to see you, Adam.
See you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Adam seems like
Adam.
food.
He's
Back
good
to
people
what we
for
were
a
talking
Canadian.
about.
Oh, is he a Canadian?
Yeah, he's our favorite Canuck.
Yeah,
All right.
Adam's from Canada. He has a toy channel as well.
Very cool. Hey, can we put us like 4 equal boxes? I feel like I'm hogging this thing.
Yeah.
Unless you want to watch
We can
this.
certainly do that. That's kind of what I was doing. I was kind of watching the background there in the monastery
Yeah.
there, JPR.
Yeah.
Bill's liking the eye candy.
Yeah. Well, she's here in
Yeah,
case there's any kind of
you have
medical
your-
emergency. So this is
yeah,
total professional. This is professional.
Oh yeah, it's totally legit.
See, just 1 minute before
yeah.
you had an entertainer
Absolutely.
and a cool chick on the main panel here. Right now, you just got the 3-0 man.
Grumpy old man
Indubitable
at that.
conditions. Indubitable conditions.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That'll help your blood pressure, that's for sure.
Yes, definitely. Hey, there's
Probably
Poe.
the only thing. I got no problem with my blood pressure. Mexicans keep up the blood pressure.
Yeah,
That's true,
Pope's
those-
hanging out in the chat. He's out in the chat. He won't show his face though. I've been trying to get Pope to come on the show since I've started the show, and he won't do it. He's kind of shy when it comes to the camera.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
put an icon, my buddy, or just put nothing. But anyway, everybody knows the Pope, man.
It's true.
What is it Rolo said? Rolo said the Pope is the I like the Pope because the Pope is dope.
So JPR,
uh,
have you been in a band, or were you just you got into karaoke, or what got you into the music?
Oh yeah, I've been in many bands. Yeah, I play bass, drums. I would sing lead in a band for a couple of years. Did that, give or take over 40 years.
Wow.
And and I did stage theater for about 30 years, and actually even starred in a film.
Sweet. So you got a lot of stuff in your toolbox
wow.
to use on
Yeah.
the show.
Master of none. You know what I mean? Master
Yeah.
of none. But I try. I try things.
As long as you're having fun.
Yeah. I'm not like a professional singer or anything like that, but I'm not really going for
All
that.
of
I just get on there and try to make it, interesting. So
Yeah, it's
What do you
definitely that.
say
It's
there,
a lot of fun.
Well, that's
what you
do.
say there is I think that's very important, especially if we reflect that on the modern times, right? Master of nothing. This is what you say is the genuine concept of the university, to have a general knowledge about everything, right? But not being a master of nothing. Today we have a lot of masters. You just turn around the corner and there's a master of I don't know what. You get a master for digging holes today. I mean, I don't know what. So what you're saying is really cool, right? This is the core. Is the core. Master of nothing, but connoisseur de mucho. You know a lot. You know a lot, and you represent that. You have a life knowledge, and to me personally, this is what speaks to me. I think for the others, it's not way different, right?
Knowing enough to be dangerous, but not enough to get in trouble.
yeah. That's definitely enough to be dangerous. Is
Well, but that's also the platform, and what you're doing is grinding. You're also testing out the lines of this platform, how far you can go. There's definitely stuff happening on there where I sometimes think, okay, is that the moment or not? No, but so far you're going on. It's entertainment, and you always declare it like that.
That's right. Exactly. Well said,
Bill,
Mike.
Bill, what happened? Your picture got prettier there for a second, and then Paula went away, and now it's just back to where
Yeah,
it was.
she took off. She went to go take her jacket off. She just walked in the door, and I got the extra chair over here so she can join me on camera if she wants to. But I'm starstruck, and I'm like, it's JPR. Here she
You're
is.
moving up in the world. You
There
got your
she
co-host. You got your Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You're highfalutin.
Yeah, I love that Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Hi, Paula.
Hi,
Yeah, we got a
Paula.
little Christmas tree back there.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Now that the screen is pretty, we're doing good, but it were around 3 terrible hours. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we have been on for an hour and a half for real, and JPR come and joined us, and we played a couple of tunes for from JPR's repertoire there on the show, and we've had a chance to actually talk to JPR and find out what he's what he's doing there, and how it all came to be, and I'm curious about your wardrobe there, JPR. How long did it take you to collect all of those costumes that you have there in your wardrobe?
I think the first one was in the mid '90s, and that was from. I was in a stage show called Scrooge the Musical, and I played a character in there. It was dressed in a 3/4 length, the big Victorian wardrobe, and it was fitted to me, so I got to keep it. And I pretty
That's
much
cool.
most of my stuff comes from shows like that. And then I just have a shit ton of Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of them. I probably have close to 100. It's probably
Really?
up somewhere in there. Yeah, way more than I've ever bothered to count. It's like 2 big clothes racks out in the film studio, and then there's another rack here in the house. So
Oh, okay.
so we've seen the behind the scenes video that you did. Pope mentioned it earlier in the chat. Would you mind showing that for us today real quick?
sure. But first, Sir Paul, is there anything you'd like
I'm-
me to put on?
I don't know.
You got her put on the spot. She's real partial to the song Little Man.
Oh yeah, well I could play that right now if you'd like.
You want a Little Man, Paul?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to give you the full screen and mute our mics there so you can have the floor there, JPR.
Okay, sounds good. I'll put on Little Man, and then I'll play Heroes right after that. Does that sound okay, Bill?
Excellent.
Sounds great to me, man. Thanks.
Right. All right.
I remember walking around the cold square sidewalks, looking in the windows, things I couldn't want. There's Johnson Hardware, Morgan's Jewelry, the old Lee Kings, Apothecary, they were the little man. Oh, the little man. I go back now, the stores are empty, except an old coat signed in 1950. Ordered up like they never existed. Renovate called a store districts. There goes the little man. There goes the little man. Now the court square's just a set of streets. People go around, but they seldom think about the little man that built this town. Oh, the big money shut him down and killed the little man. Oh, the little man. Pumped your gas, he cleaned your glass. One cold rainy night, he fixed your flat. You store came where you do it yourself. You buy a lotto ticket, food off the shelf. Forget that little man. Forget about that little man. He hung on there for a few more years, but wouldn't sell Slurpees, wouldn't sell beer. Now the bank rents the station to a man down the road, and they sell Velvet Elvis. Secondhand clothes, there goes the little man. Goes another little man. But now the court square's just a set of streets. People go around, but they seldom think about that little man that built this town. Oh, the big money shut him down and killed the little man. Oh, the little man. Stores are lined up in a concrete strip. You can buy the whole world with just one trip. Save a penny cause it's jumbo size. They don't even realize they're killing the little man. Oh, the little man. Now the court square's just a set of streets. People go around, but they seldom think about that little man that built this town. Oh, the big money shut him down and killed that little man. Oh, the little man. Wasn't long ago when I was a child, old country boy came with his mule and his plow. Broke the ground where we grew our garden, back before we'd all forgotten about that little man. Oh, that little man. The little man. Oh, bless that little man.
Hey, Bill. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to respond. I can't. I'm not logged into StreamYard, so I can't comment. I can't respond in the comments here. But Pope was asking me some questions about the foundering.
Yeah,
And,
go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let him know I wasn't. I didn't want him to think I was ignoring him. I just can't respond in the comment thing here unless I open up the other thing and then I get the audio issue.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah.
no. He asked if
That-
how'd he end up on my show. Kind of a mutual friend, and yeah, I have heard that song. And he says I was floored when I saw him on your show last Saturday. Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's an amazing talent. We're going to be talking more about him tomorrow. There's some other developments and things like that happen behind the scenes with that. So we'll get into that on the other show. I hope, Bill, I don't want to be jumping on your format because I mean we're supposed to be talking Masters Universe, right?
Tonight is open mic. Tonight was open mic.
Okay.
I'm doing a new segment on Fridays now. When I get off work on Fridays, I'm just going to hop on for a few hours and do what's called open mic, and it's open.
Okay.
So anybody who's here, I've got the StreamYard link up at the top. You used it on the to get on the show, and anybody that wants to come on the show and talk about anything they want to can tonight. So you've got the floor, man. As a matter of fact, as long as possible, I'd love to keep you here. And it's just wonderful to have you here because, like I said, I'm starstruck as hell. I mean, I'm like a little kid in a candy shop right now. I mean, it's just, I can't express more how great it is to have you here tonight. And let me unmute Rolo there. I'm sorry about that. Oh, he's got his mic muted. But Largo, I've unmuted you too. I had everybody muted while the music video was playing so that if we started talking to one another, it wouldn't overplay the music video. But yeah, you're good, man. You're here.
Okay, brother. All right. Well, let me put that Heroes tune on for you. Is that you want to hear that?
Yeah,
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I wanted everybody to get behind the scenes mainly, but I wanted to hear the song and let everybody get a chance to see that studio that you've got there. It's just a wonderful thing with all the green screens and puppets and the costumes.
That's how we get it done. Puppets. All right. Here we go. Yeah, it's Heroes. David Bowie.
You shall be my queen. Oh, nothing ever drive them away. We can keep them forever and ever. We can be heroes just one day. You are the same. Your heart, I am the same. 'Cause we love us. That is true. Yes, we're lovers. And we're in that true. No, nothing will keep us together. We can start a time, ever and ever. We can be heroes, just one day. I can remember
I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Who threw the rubber chicken at grown ass Ewok?
Yeah, that was some friends that's how we got that filmed. It was some people visiting, and so they were effing around. And while I was trying to get that done, and they kept chucking shit at me.
I think it's funny.
Well, that way you know you can work under fire.
Yeah. Yeah, the final video has like, man, if you watch it, like the last half of it, we're just getting bombarded by crap. So we're like dodging these stuff toys.
Yeah.
So
It's great
JPR,
fun
how did you
seeing
come
all
up?
the different pieces you got going on back there and seeing how you put everything together.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, man.
How do you come up with your characters like grown ass Ewok and Scarecrow and the Scar guy and
Yeah, I don't
all
know,
those?
really. I don't
Just
I don't take credit for that. It's sort of like it's something from the universe. I'll just like be looking through the stuff and I'll be like, oh, you know what, this would work. And then I start putting it together and it's like, oh wait, I had this. And yeah, there it is. Crazy. Silliness, really, but
You did a good job.
well, like I said, it's the highlight of my week, and Paula will tell you that at my house everything stops. I'm like, okay, JPR's fixing to come on. We're getting JPR on, and I cast it on the TV so I can see it full screen on the TV and everything.
nice. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and I know.
Bill, you're kind of
I-
a Doctor Who expert. You could probably help JPR figure out a good Doctor Who impersonation. He's got all the bits and pieces there to make a good doctor.
Well, Largo, that brings up an interesting question, actually, a thought of mine about Doctor Who. Doctor Who was really, really good up until just a few years ago, and then they seem to be determined to ruin it. And right now, it's gotten so bad that they had to bring
David Tennant.
David Tennant back out of mothballs, and the showrunner from back when Tennant was the Doctor to try to get people to come back and watch it. But
Yeah.
Well, it's the same grief we have with a lot of the things we loved growing up. They've
Well, I know,
messed around with all the
Watch
superheroes.
Doom Talk.
They've messed
I mean,
around with
he's-
Star Wars. They put down the toilet, and Star Trek isn't great anymore. And
Well,
all the things we
it's-
used to like, they try to make it political now, and it's like, come on, just show us a show and have
They
some
just
fun.
ruined it.
Well, here's the thing.
is böse.
Yeah, I hear you over there, Will.
is böse. The
How you
mouse
feeling,
is
Rolo?
evil. No more to say
I
about that. Thank you.
I
I'm
think-
back.
I think what's going on, and I don't know if you watch Overlord DVD or not, but I do
I do.
because he's got high production values and he's hilarious. But he does hit one thing on the head. It's like they want to destroy our pop culture. That way they bring us down so they can control us better. Is what I think. What do you think,
Well,
JPR?
it's all about the message. They're all about
Yeah.
whatever message they're trying to peddle, and it's like it's not entertaining. I don't want to be lectured to. I just want to see my favorite characters have a good
I don't-
adventure.
And it's
I
news
don't think they want to enter us. They want to bring us down to the point to take away all of these things that bring us
Yeah,
up.
but
They
this
they
don't
want
happen.
to do that for a reason. And I'm curious to hear what JPR thinks about that.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely agree. And Largo was right. The agenda is to demoralize us all. And to do that, you have to take all the pillars of our culture. You have to break those pillars down. That's why it's has such a wide breadth. Like they destroyed things that were, critical sort of to the foundation of our American society, like the Boy Scouts and church and football and all our superheroes. And, I could go on and on and on. The list is basically they've gone after the underpinnings of every aspect that is uplifting in our culture.
Yep. Even
But,
Superman doesn't
John Paul,
do the truth,
got
justice, and
a
American way
little
anymore.
doubt. Sorry, Lago. I got a little doubt. I sign everything that you say and copy that to Germany, not only to the American society. That's the same happening over in good old Europe, right? Here in Mexico, it's starting. The impact is not that. That has other reasons. I don't want to start it. But my doubt here is our generation, John Paul. We have read these books. We have seen these things. I have lived the wall, for example. I have read 1984 as well as Brave New World. I have read Trotsky as well as Tolkien. You cannot take this out of my head, and you cannot take me right now telling me that there is an X, but it is a U. And no, it is an X. Like, you cannot take this at least out of our generation's hats. And there's is my question: why is so many of our generation well playing with these things? Because we should know better. We do know better. We had a reasonable education. We had this experiment yourself thing and prove yourself thing. So why is it that this generation between, let's say, 40 to 60, that's not saying nothing as we ought to?
That's a good question.
Sorry.
Well, there's
No,
a
that's
definite
okay,
difference
Rollo.
between
Rollo
the
brings-
generations. I mean,
Well,
between
yeah.
the boomers and X's, all of us here are, I know Bill and I are about the same age. I'm 51. Rollo's in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
We were taught in school to read and think for ourselves. We did read a lot of the classics, whether it would be, Robert Heinlein or, Brave New World by Huxley. So we can see the underpinnings of what's going on, but I don't know that we really know what to do to change direction. Does that make sense? I mean,
Yeah, it does. But Generation X is an interesting generation. I don't know if you're in the Xers, the Boomers, or what there, JPR, because you look so
Boomer.
young there with
Just like
bright
us.
blue eyes. But Generation X was the generation that raised ourselves. We were the latchkey kids. We were the ones. Yeah, we were the ones that came home, and there was no one at home but us, and we had to make ourselves some after-school snack. We chose what we wanted to watch on TV. We were told to get out of the house and don't come back till the street lights come on. We were given a free reign in life,
All right.
and we had to do.
Well, we
these
were also
things,
one of the
and
we were one of the last generations where it was honorable to join the military. A lot of us, it wasn't really a
Yeah.
question.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
you're going to serve, whether it's
Well,
4
that's
years
true.
or
That's-
longer.
I can remember very, very distinctly when the planes started taking off and
Absolutely.
the missiles started firing toward Baghdad back in Gulf War One. I went to the recruiter's office and joined the army.
Mhm.
Tell you a German perspective about that
then.
aspect, because this is also very necessary. The military and all what it brings with it. It's very necessary. And I tell it from a German perspective. When I came to the age, it was to serve the military. It was so mal vista. It was seen very bad to serve the military at all. The wall has just tumbled down. It was all about we getting rid of anything and who needs the soldiers or what. But me, myself, and a lot of my generation, still we felt the need to do something. What I did to solve that is I joined an armed student fraternity that were still fighting with medieval swords, as is his German tradition, just to have a recompension of what the military is not given anymore to the society. It's also
Now, Rollo-
necessary to have this combat aspect. Let's just say it's nothing evil. It's something that's necessary to canalize manhood, man. You cannot canalize us. And what happened to me later? I went berserk in motorcycle clubs and was a threat to the goddamn society. You better gave me 9 months to the military, and nothing of this would ever happen. Dude, sorry, but it's like that.
It is true. That is true. Largo, what branch were you in?
Well, I was in the Army National Guard right out of high school, just because I didn't know what to do with myself. And then I went 4 years active Navy after that. So
Oh, very
when the Army Navy game's on, I don't know who to root for.
Yeah. I was in the Air Force myself.
Okay. Yeah, Rollo, I
Yeah.
don't know about this this training you got over in the States. They taught us not to bring a knife to a gunfight. I don't know about the sword thing, man.
Yeah, you know that
Well,
the German population in general is unarmed, and
True.
we did this. The fraternity did this underwater. It was known. It was illegal, but allowed because we do this for 700 years. So it's the 90 centimeter normal fighting sword, what you would call the Degen or the Floret. No, 3-4 kilos of a weight and man-to-man combat. That's the kind of training that I had. But it
Now,
was often.
Did you get some cool dueling scars? Because I hear that the chicks dig the scars.
Oh yeah, I got 14 centimeters on the forehead. Yeah, 14 centimeters. Yeah.
Paul, is
I
that
did.
true? Do the chicks dig scars?
Well,
Is that just a
of
nasty
course,
rumor?
of course. And I
What-
did
what if the women's
7
got some
fights
of those?
before I got hit. I got kind of bloodthirsty, to be honest, and because I never got hit,
Yeah, we did.
I was kind of too afraid to get hit, and therefore I was fast. But the 7th guy, he outsmarted me by weight, and he gave me that 14 centimeters.
He taught you a lesson you wouldn't forget.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got it well that day.
well,
But that is
talking about-
something about our culture that we, a lot of us not really knowing what we were going to do. We knew that the military is a good place to at least grow up. When you come out of high school, you don't know who you want to be. At least there you get a little bit of training and kind of a little bit of horse sense, if nothing else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
in
wish
our,
the
in the
genetics-
American culture, we love our right to bear arms because it just makes for more polite people. When you know somebody might be packing, you're not going to lip off to them. So
All right.
we have a
Amen,
little
brother.
different philosophy.
Yeah. I wish we still had, I wish we had a mandatory service. Like these guys, they turn 18 and they serve 2 years.
I think it's a
Either
good
that
idea.
or
Go,
some-
you just cannot go
Like
and give these young people
piece of
all this
growth
education,
on
what we're doing,
Oh.
and then giving no purpose in life. This is
Hmm.
going berserk. This was happened with me going to the motorcycle clubs or what. And this is what you see with the Antifa screaming on the streets all day long, not even knowing or reflecting what
Yeah.
they're screaming about. They don't know what they're doing there.
Well, it goes to another point.
Hey-
I know
hey,
you guys
Rolo.
probably are fans of. Go ahead.
Rolo,
Oh, we got buffering going on here.
what I was going to say was Rolo brings up a point. He keeps talking about motorcycle clubs. Yeah, it's the lag. Sonny Barger, you know who Sonny Barger is, JPR?
Yeah.
Okay, Sonny Barger at one time was the head Hell's Angel. Okay, the head of the Hell's Angels. And one time a law enforcement officer asked him. He said, "Sonny, why do all of you Hell's Angels carry those big Bowie knives on your sides?" And Barger looked at him and he said, "Because we're all felons and we're not allowed to carry guns."
Yeah. But Sonny was a kind of a, let's say, like this whole generation coming back from the war, having different setup of values and not being received well in American society. And but what's happening today, and is saying that, you know very well that my background is an 81 background as well, right? So saying that, what's happening today is you
Yeah.
leave this, in my case, a highly educated guy with a very bad attitude. This is nothing that you really want to meet on the street. I was a threat to the society. And the other part is the club in these days, in sunny days, gave direction. In these days, the club just lets you lose. And the farther you go, the better it is for the club, right? So if you got a mad mind, just like mine, working clockwork orange in an ambition like this, things can go very fast, very nasty. I can tell you that.
Well, and there's something to the idea of fraternity, not in the college sense, but in the idea of a brotherhood of men or belonging to something, having an organization
that's
that
it.
holds each other up instead of tearing each other down.
Yeah.
And that's something I know you guys are probably fans of Mike Rowe, who did the Dirty Jobs. He brought up an interesting point. He said, we lost trade
I
schools.
love that guy.
We don't have shop in school. So a lot of the kids who aren't academics, they don't have anywhere to go to learn a trade. We don't have apprenticeships anymore. So a lot of these kids, they're whizzes on a computer, but they don't know how to fix their car or build a cabinet or do anything, useful.
I don't think they know how to do anything, period.
Like our generation.
Seems like it.
Well,
that
brings
in
up
my
a point.
case, I
was
earned
watching
2 doctorate titles,
Hold
but
on,
I did
Rolo.
so
Hold on,
many
Rolo.
bad
Hold
things
on.
with that, man. Oh my God. You cannot.
That's true,
you cannot
Rolo.
believe that.
You decided to go into the medical field, and that probably saved your life, being able to learn something that would give you value.
I would agree to that. It gave a sense. It was a turning point.
Yeah. I was watching JT over there at Odin's Men. Have you ever seen him, JPR?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. He had one of these TikTok influencers. He had on there, and it was some little kid, looked like he was like 15 years old, and he says, "My job as an influencer is way more stressing than your 9 to 5."
Oh,
And
wow.
a day in his life, he gets up out of bed at 10 o'clock, and he goes and he doesn't have any hair on his face, but he shaves anyway, and then he goes in and he says, "Oh, I had a stressful day of cutting videos, and so I had to make myself an energy drink. And then I walked to the store to get a burrito, and then I came back home, and I was just so exhausted, I had to make another energy drink." And it
sounds like holiday 1983.
I mean, it's funny, but it's sad because
it's sad, and I'm surprised he was even able to make the energy drink himself, right? Because I mean, they don't literally. These people are. I mean, if there's some YouTube videos out there you can watch that show you that these people don't even know basic math. Like, I mean, we're talking. I saw one, the guy that's on Fleckus Talks. He does street interviews with people, and he was asking them to like subtract 100 from 200, and they couldn't do it.
Wow.
They couldn't identify a nickel from a dime. They didn't know the difference. And these were high school graduates. These were people in their 20s.
That's the problem. They all graduated. They all get rewarded, my friend. Today you get rewarded when you're the biggest loser. Sorry when I say that. But in our days, you got called out for that. You got called out for that, and you didn't want it to feel bad. You didn't want it to come again in this position. So you set down your flat butt to say nothing bad and learn the vocabulary or the math or whatever was necessary. But you were called out for that. Today you're told, no, you're just fine as you are. You're partially not talented for that, but you got so many other talents you can focus on in your life. No, you need to know what that 1 and 1 is 2. Otherwise, this world will stop working. Otherwise, this world will stop working.
There's this trend of giving out participation trophies. It's like when we were kids, if you didn't come in first, you were, there wasn't any trophy. It's like, well, you got an attaboy for trying, but it's like.
So now we got a 5th
ribbon just for showing up.
Welcome to Austria. Welcome to Austria.
Social promotion.
How about we throw on
Burley's in
Bill?
the chat. But
hey, Bill, how about we put on? We could put on Twitchy. Want to put on Twitchy from TikTok and Twitch?
Yeah, let's put Twitchy TikTok.
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's put Twitchy TikTok on. He's going to set us all straight. He's got to
show us how to make all. I'm doing what you said.
All right, here we go. Here's Twitchy.
Get you up full screen. Let's get Twitchy on the.
Yo, I'm Twitchy TikTok, and I'm a huge mega star over on Twitchy TikTok. And now I just hit 1 million subs right here on the YouTube feed. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Super simple, 5 easy steps. 5 is this many. I'm Twitchy TikTok. Let's get started. Step number 1.
Step 1.
Push the latest thing, yo. Yeah, okay. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, come on, try and keep up. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's the one. Yeah. Make sure you're pushing the latest thing, yo. YouTube's it loves it. Okay. Step 2.
Step 2.
Yo. Shorts, yo. Yeah, what's a short? Well, short's a video for the brain dead Gen Zs like us. Yo, it's super easy. All you gotta do is toss out any substance. Man, just act a fool and say stupid shit. And before you know it, you're gonna be a TikTok star, right? Oh, make sure you film it on a shitty camera phone. Yeah, step 3. Here we go, yo.
Step 3.
Be bootlicking that authority, yo. Like, get down there and really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, lick it good. Every time your tongue hits it, man, you get 1,000 more subs here on YouTube. So, man, bootlick it. Okay, that's step 3.
Step 4.
Step 4, yeah. Okay, 4 is this many. All right, yeah, all right. Yeah, remember to spread approved information, man, because YouTube loves it, all right? Yo, so make sure you're pushing that stuff, right? Okay, like here. All right, yeah, there you go. Yeah, jabs is cool. Okay. Yeah, oh, and step 5 is the most important one of all. Are you ready?
Step 5.
Yeah, sounds and flashes. Yeah, yo, right? Why? Well, you know, because. Okay, that's it, man. Twitch and TikTok, your boy here on YouTube now, mega shooting it up the star. You can be a star too, man. Just take the words of wisdom from me, Twitch and TikTok. See you in the next one. Yeah, it's Twitchy.
Follow those 5 steps and you'll get rich.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, we can speak sarcasm, but there's some folks that would see that and be writing notes down, going, "I'm going to do that."
There is a million videos out that they're going to tell you exactly this, Tim. That's the thing, and they have 1.5 million clicks on them, or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Each.
Yeah, and 5 is this many.
It's sad.
Yeah. It says sometimes. I mean, for me personally, apart from the health situation, I was not satisfied with the whole Western world. This is why I moved to Mexico many years ago. Let's say it like this, and this is why I'm collecting toys and having all these dioramas, because I prefer to stay in my old little 70s, 80s, maybe overcome little world and horizon. And as long as they allow me to stay there, I'll stay there. I really don't want to go where they are. I really don't. I really
Yeah. Yeah. Amen to that. Yeah.
Well, it's like when we were growing up, we were customers if we went to a store. Now we're consumers.
All right.
Locusts are consumers. We're not,
All right.
that's not how I look at myself.
Yeah. Amen.
But we're
Amen.
told just consume it, consume the product, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's
There's no
not the way
respect.
we see the world. And I will repeat that, going on your nerves. It has to be our generation that still has this genuine knowledge and this genuine rebellious gene that John Paul demonstrates every Saturday to us. He won't do that if he would agree to everything and say, okay, I'm just nodding it down. I'm sitting down in front of the television. He's taking a lot of time during the week because he's rebellious and he has a little knowledge behind it. And so do you and I and Bill or Grindhead Jim. So if it's not us, who's going to do that? The older ones like my mom or your dad, well, if they're still alive, really, they have done it. They have done it. Yeah. It's us. It's us.
Well, I don't know. For me, it's a lot easier to be an armchair quarterback and poke fun at stuff.
I'm going
instead
to a
of making a
hospice, so
difference.
what you're talking about.
Okay, fair enough. You got me there.
Hey, okay, Bill, I'm gonna have to bounce pretty soon. But is there? Would you do? Would you like one more song before I go?
Yes. That's a
would you like-
great yes.
Would you like
Jumping
to
Jack
hear?
Flash.
You want to hear Jumpin' Jack Flash?
Jumping Jack Flash.
You got it,
Jumping
my
Jack
friend.
Flash.
All right, this one's for
John
Bill.
Paul.
Here we go.
Punch it. I was born in a crossfire hurricane, and I howled at my mom in the driving rain. But it's all right now. Back into gas, but it's all right. The jumping jack flash, it's gas, gas, gas. I was raised by a toothless feeling hair. I'm schooled with a strap right across my back. But it's all right now. In fact, it's gas, but it's all right. The jumping jack flash, it's a gas, gas, gas. Ooh. I was drowned, I was washed up and left for dead. I fell down to my feet and I saw they bled. Yeah, yeah, I frowned at the crumbs of a crust of bread. Yeah, 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 I was drowned with a slide right through my head. Look my head, but it's all right now. Back into gas, but it's all right. A jumping jack flash, yes, yes, yes. Jumping jack flash, it's a gas. 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 Jumping jack flash, it's a gas.
All right, here we go. Oh, hey, real quick, I gotta say, Bill, can we see this here? Right there. New time.
Hold on.
New time. Okay. New time. Tomorrow we'll be starting the show at 9 p.m. Eastern. At 9 p.m. Eastern. We're moving it up an hour. Okay. So,
Okay, so we're going to start at 8 my time, 8 Central.
8 Central. That's absolutely. And also, all these songs we're playing on your stream here, Bill, you're going to get copyright strikes, not strikes, but claims. And just ignore them, just dismiss them. They don't, you know.
We're not
I've
monetized.
already
We're poor
experienced that,
people.
Yeah. Yeah. Pope wanted to know if we do 80s hair.
Pope has a question.
Yeah, we did do Bon Jovi, which was, you know, kind of. But yeah, we will definitely. I don't know about, you know, I mean, Skid Row, Doc and those guys are really. Now, if I do them, it's going to sound like Billy Idol doing them. So if you can live with that, because I'll have to do it in that key, right? Like, so it'll be
Billy Idol itself would
Well,
be great,
it's a
brother.
cover band. It's a cover
Yeah, it's a
band.
cover band.
We understand it's a cover band.
yeah, it's just a cover band, and I have 2 Billy Idol tunes already, Rolo. Yeah, we do. We got Rebel Yell and White Wedding, so we got some 80s stuff for youngins like Pope.
Oh, and I was going to bring up something before you left, JPR. In the Little Man song, you had this montage of different streets in America,
Yeah,
and there's a Paramount Theater in that montage. There's a picture of a
Yes.
Paramount Theater, a movie theater. I think that's in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
I believe you're correct. That
Yeah,
B-roll
that's
footage.
That's one
Oh,
town
it's-
over from me.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Bill,
Yeah.
Bill, this one is triggering me as well. Just a picture of it because it incorporates so much the downfall of what we are used to, and the world that used to surround us in that generation. It is just a picture. It is. You see, John Paul, we see much more in your things that you might even think of. I love you, my friend. Thank you for being around so much time for us.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah. It's
Rolo.
been-
Super appreciate you, brother.
It's definitely been a
thank you,
real treat
Largo.
hanging out with you.
Oh, thank you, my friend. And Bill, thank you so much for having me on. Hopefully see you tomorrow night. And, and we've got to do this again sometime, huh?
I'll be there. I'll be there with bells on. Hey, no
All right.
problem, man. I'd
Anytime.
love to have you
Anytime.
on. And I loved everything that made my day. I'm going to be walking on sunshine all day tomorrow because I'm going to remember this moment right here, JPR. Thank you so
Or
much.
Andy Warhol lied. He
All
didn't
right.
got his 15 minutes. He got his 50 minutes here.
Yeah.
So that is
Ah,
great. That is
Yeah. All right, brothers. Everyone take care. Have a good one. We'll see you
great.
in the
You
next
too, my
thing.
friend. Thank you so
And-
much.
and-
Bye bye.
And
Together we will triumph.
together we shall triumph.
Dankeschön,
Thanks again.
darling.
That was cool. Bill, you know all the cool people.
I mean, you don't know what you're going to see on my show, do you, Largo?
It's Heinz
I
57.
mean,
You
that
just
that
never
was
know.
amazing. I mean,
I told you all
only,
the people
only
will
4 or
come.
5 people at one time were watching this show the whole time. And yeah, Wilhelm, you need to go back and rewatch this stream because I'm going to do it as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to go in the living room and read the whole damn stream before I go to bed because this was, I don't know, it just out of nowhere JBR pops in the stream.
You
Yeah,
never
I
know who's
know.
watching.
AOM TV on Weird
You have
Fantastic
to say,
Toy
Bill,
Edition.
look, my Bill, you well earned that. You well earned that. You're participating in his chat like nobody else. You're maybe on the same level in Ocean Salty or somebody else, but there's 2 or 3 people that are participating like you do. You developed a personal relationship as well as did Paula. So this might be a coincidence because he saw that you are alive. But this is not a surprise. This is well earned. This is well earned, and I love that he's
Absolutely.
honored that. I love.
Well,
that
that's the
he's
thing
honored that.
about what you guys are building. You and Grindhead and JPR, you're building a community. Whether it's talking toys or talking politics or just enjoying some music, it's all about people of like mind finding a way to connect in these crazy times. And I dig it. It's cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
And Wilhelm Toy and Hobby says, called a little bit before dinner, and you guys are still at it when I on. Yeah, I didn't mean to stay on for 3 hours and 10 minutes. I was only going to be about an hour and a half, open mic. But it's an open mic. And hey, Daniel Carhoonen, yeah, that's Largo on the screen. And if you had come on a little earlier, you could have been on the show with JPR, man. I think you just missed the best part of the show was when JPR was on the screen. And
Now we got all
What
in
really
all,
killed
my
me was
friend.
he
We got
came on
Huron.
he came on
No,
the screen with his whole backdrop and the whole bit. I mean, he was AOM
Oh, yeah.
TV on my show.
No. I have to put the freight a bit on that, Bill, because you might overthrow a piece. Jim Largo is using to appear on Patreons, right? I never
true.
see it I never see it on Scream. I think it's the first time I see it on Scream today on a live stream. Me personally, or it's
First
a
time with
rare
Bill.
thing, no?
I think actually the first time I did anything live was with
Right.
Wilhelm.
So you got
Will
a star unboxing tonight, my friend. It's not only one figure; it's two.
Fancy stuff. But it's like
Fancy
And I-
like
I
they said in
appreciate
that
what Pope
Field of
just said.
Dreams
He
movie,
says,
you know, you build it, they'll come, Bill.
build it, they'll come. Yeah. Pope says, well, you guys talking toys is a great way to focus on other things. I'm not a collector, but all of you guys are super knowledgeable about awesome pop culture stuff. And once again, I'm going to have to show it off for one of these days. I don't have my finger on it right now, but Pope sent me some pictures of some miniatures that he was painting.
Mhm.
The
The little
if you
mice
remember the
warriors. I
show-
saw those.
Yeah, those were
Those
so
are cool.
And Barely says it's nice to have a face to go with the name now, Jim Largo.
Well, Donka.
But I have to go. My wife's home. We've got to spend some time together. I want to try to rewatch all the highlights of the show myself. It was great having everyone here. I want you all to have a wonderful day. And remember, like JPR says, and like I always end my streams, together we shall triumph. Good night, everybody.
Indeed.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.